All right. I'm here. Everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. Whoa! How come we're getting echo? Oh, I know why. God, I'm out of it today. I'm not doing a good job. I opened up the other chat window and got a nice echo of myself, but at least I know I sound good. I do sound good. How is everyone today? How is everyone this evening? I hope you're all having a good time. All right, there we go. Yeah, no echo. I am having an excellent day, even though I'm sick. I am thrilled. I'm absolutely astonished by how wonderful things are. Uh, I, as I said in the other video, but the other video wasn't that good because I started it wrong. And yeah, I'm a little bit delirious, but delirious with joy right now. Pablo Hidalgo, where did his balls go? Where did his balls go? Pablo Hidalgo is tweeting about the video, the HR video that came out, and the video that I shared. I mean, it's only been up for a little while now. It's only been up for a little while. It's this kind of hagiographic kind of Lucasfilm. Hey, how wonderful it is to work at Lucasfilm. It's so nice. It's all kind of gauzy, and it shows a lot of inclusivity. A lot of people, like, it opens with some girl. You can't tell it's a girl at first. At first, it looks like Dave Grohl in 1991 on a skateboard, but then you realize, no, it's just an Asian girl in soy pants. You know what? Some people do wear soy pants. It's not just me. Other people do wear soy pants. Uh, I'm like, every time I see soy pants. Well, here's the thing though. I saw soy pants in the mall the other day with Andrea, and I said, "Are those soy pants? Is that what I look like when I wear soy pants?" And she's like, "Yeah, except like I don't know, like you have no butt and they hang down in the back and it looks stupid." And I'm like, "Oh, well, nobody told me this. I can't see my butt. I don't know what's going on." I'm wearing. I have another pair of soy pants, by the way, that I'm wearing right now because I'm sick. They're my sick soy pants. Here's why I'm excited. I am excited because this video that came out, this wonderful video about the inclusivity of Lucasfilm and what it's like to work there, and it does look like fun. It does look like fun. It doesn't look like endless torment. It actually looks like kind of a healthy and exciting work environment. As compared to comics, comics is, diseased right now. I mean, it's really bad. If you were to actually show, like, make a similar video of what Marvel Comics looks like, you get physically ill. DC, on the other hand, is okay. If they did a tour of DC Comics' office, you'd be really, really impressed. But Marvel Comics looks like a janitor's closet, and it just wouldn't look that great. It just wouldn't look that great. All right, so anyway, they show this great video. They show all these wonderful people having a great time. They're playing with R2D2. They're dusting off Emphas Nest's helmet. I want to be an Emphas Nest duster. No, somebody else gets to do that. That's not my job. I don't get that job. I don't get that job. They have a guy, and his whole life is spent working on CGI porgs. That sounds like hell to me. If Twin Peaks were real, and I went into the Black Lodge, that would be my whole life. My afterlife would be me at a computer animating porgs in a red curtained room with dancing midgets talking backwards. That is the definition of hell to me. I would never want to do that. Why do people do that? Why did they invest their life making irritating things? I thought the same thing when I was in line for at Disney World, and you have to go through this long, line to get on the Star Wars ride. And I swear to God, all of the animatronic robots that are not R2D2 or C3PO, all the ones that were not created by George Lucas, are irritances. They're just there to annoy you. You look at them and you go, if that robot were real, I'd slap the holy hell out of him. If that robot were my kid, I would be a child abuser. I would beat that kid. I would beat that child every single day if that robot were my child. If that robot that sits there and goes whoop, 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 while you're waiting in line to get on the Star Wars ride was a child and it was my child, I would whip that child. I mean, you can. I wouldn't report me to child. Would you report me to child services, protective services for that? I just don't like the robot. That's all I'm saying. I don't like that robot at all. F that robot. So anyway, we go on and on and on, and then we get to the end, and we hear a familiar voice, Well, it's become familiar. The voice has become familiar to us only because, I had to listen to the voice. I wanted to hear. Okay, I saw the man's visage. I saw his cowboy hat. I saw his face. I said, "This man is John Wayne. This man is the John Wayne of Lucasfilm." And you guys tried to warn me. You said, "Don't." I said, "I want to hear his voice because I'll bet his voice sounds like this." And you guys said, "Don't listen to it, Ethan. Don't do it." And I said, "No, I'm going to do it." And I listened to his voice, and it was like, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's totally LA. He's totally Los Angeles." He's like what would happen if someone from like Deadwood like lived in oh my gosh, where? Venice Beach for a few years. It's scary. It's really sad. So I didn't recognize his voice until I actually saw him. Slow motion, slow mo, iconic from the ground up. You see Cowboy Dave Filoni, and he takes up the last, I don't know, few seconds of this video, but it's clear that the video is all about him. It's all about him. He might as well be Fidel Castro in this video. That's how cool they make him look. That's how cool they make this guy look. It's amazing. And you just realize, you go, oh my God, like Dave Filoni is in Salt. Everything that we wanted, everything that we asked for is coming to pass. The Fandom Menace is making this happen. We are not getting Kiri Hart. We're not getting Kiri Hart. She is not going to be president of Lucasfilm. No, she's going to take over. I don't know. She's going to head up the story group. I don't know what she's going to do, but she is not going to be president of Lucasfilm after all. Chaos Risen, thanks for $4.99. This video is supposed to show everyone's happy. Guaranteed, right after their scenes are finished, Kathleen yells, "Get back to work, you slobs." Wrong, Chaos. Wrong. Kathleen Kennedy isn't in the video. She is not in the video. She's not in the video. Rookie Critic, thanks for $5. Hey, EVS. Hopefully the power of your fan base shall give you the power to heal up ASAP. Porgs are the creepiest abominations ever created. Yeah, they're not cute. Whenever Lucasfilm tries to be cute, they're not cute. They're cute accidentally. Ewoks are, well, Ewoks were trying to be cute, but at the same time, there was a scary kind of suggestion behind them. It was like they're cute from a distance, and then you look at their face, and they look like hideous, like a cannibal tribe on an island. They're really scary looking up close. Their teeth are all crooked. They have puffy, weird lips, and they have shark eyes, just dead eyes. I know they fixed them, but I mean, when you saw the original movie, they were dead eyes, dead. Ewoks scared the hell out of me after a little while. Oh, GR People, thanks for $2. Yesterday, we almost made Mike cry with donations. You did? Mike Miller? You almost made Mike Miller cry? Tell me about that. Tell me more about that. I would like to know. Mike Miller is a crier, though. You can tell. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. So the point is this. I tweeted Pablo Hidalgo. I said, "Hey, Pablo Hidalgo, at Pablo Hidalgo, how is it working for Cowboy Dave Filoni? Is he as cool with you as Kathleen Kennedy was? I know you're scared." Now, Pablo Hidalgo did not retweet back to me. He retweeted to the crowd. This is a good trick to do. Instead of getting in an argument with somebody who's clearly out to kind of nudge you a little bit online, don't talk back directly to him. Talk over his head to everyone. Okay, that is the best trick. That is a good way to sort of deal with being trolled online. Pablo Hidalgo tweeted out. He said, "Tough guys triggered by inclusive HR video is today's why am I tagged in this timeline sponsor." And I mean, I wasn't triggered by it at all. I mean, I wasn't triggered by it. Pablo, I wasn't triggered by it. I thought it was great. I watched it 4 times. I watched it with my pants off, Pablo. I loved it. You have to understand, that video was everything that the Fandom Menace wanted. It showed fear. And it showed what? You want to talk about inclusivity? I tweeted back at him. I just said, it was indeed inclusive, except it didn't include Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, Pablo. Cowboy Dave was in it, though, in glorious, iconic slow motion. Damn good times are ahead, right? They are. He has not answered me yet. I'm waiting for his answer. I'm waiting for his response. Pablo Hidalgo, where did your mom go? Kathleen Kennedy is gone. She is gone. She is gone, gone, gone. She's already gone. Forget it. Dave Filoni, Cowboy Dave, our hero, Cowboy Dave, pictured just yesterday hanging out with Jon Favreau. Why is Jon Favreau hanging out with Pablo Hidalgo? Why is Jon Favreau hanging out with Dave Filoni? Because Dave Filoni is the new boss. He's the new boss. Spelled B-A-W-C-E. Boss. He is the boss. JBD says, I thought Pablo was your pal now. He is. He is my pal. He is my pal. I hope. You know, he sent me pictures of kittens, you know. Yeah, like all of them right now are scared. That video, which was meant to, you know, kind of signal that Lucasfilm is an inclusive place and everything, that video was an attempt to get Dave Filoni with sympathy to fall in line to their weirdo SJW agenda. It's not going to work. Dave Filoni is going to get Lucasfilm in line. I believe it. I know we said this about CB Cebulski, but this time I really believe it. I believe it's going to happen. So I'm waiting to hear from Pablo Hidalgo about what his thoughts are concerning Kathleen Kennedy not being in the video about inclusivity. I mean, surely she would be. She's female. She's president. Female president of Lucasfilm. Why wouldn't she be in a video about the inclusivity of Lucasfilm? Because I was right. I was right. I've been right all along, and all these bitches that argue with me are wrong. Dun, dun, ba-dum, ba-dum. That's right. I was right all along, and everyone else was wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's why you come to the High Council. That's why. You don't need to listen to these. You don't need to listen to Mundane Matt. He doesn't know. You don't need to listen to any, like, Making Star Wars. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. I do. Say, Rob, $2. Thoughts on Trump's anti-censorship tweets? Ooh, I'd like to know. I haven't seen his anti-censorship tweets. Let's look up real President Trump right now. Let's see what he's doing on Twitter. Are they good or bad? Am I going to be mad? Real Donald Trump. I'm sorry, I like him. I know everyone hates him except for me. I like him. Okay, censorship. Here we go. Donald Trump, he said this 11 hours ago. He said social media is totally discriminating against Republican conservative voices. It is, Mr. President. It is, and it's about time somebody said so. Sick of it. I'm sick of being discriminated against by social media. Speaking loudly and clearly. Oh, I'm going to retweet this right now. I'm retweeting it. I haven't even finished it, and I'm retweeting it. I haven't even finished reading these tweets, and I already know it's good. Speaking loudly and clearly for the Trump administration, we won't let that happen. Sorry for the. I smacked my hand. I should have alerted you guys in case you're wearing headphones. They are closing down the opinions of many people on the right, while at the same time doing nothing to others. And there are many people whose opinions on the left should be closed down immediately. No, that's probably not what he means. Censorship is a very dangerous thing and absolutely impossible to police. If you are weeding out fake news, there is nothing so fake as CNN and MSNBC. And yet I do not ask that their sick behavior be removed. Sick behavior. I agree. Mr. President, I agree. It is sick behavior. I get used to it and watch with a grain of salt, or I don't watch it at all. Oh, I love this. I'm telling you, 2020. Too many voices are being destroyed. Some good, some bad. And that cannot be allowed to happen. Who is making the choices? Because I can already tell you that too many mistakes are being made. All right, I'm going to retweet all this. I'm retweeting it all. These people, if you don't like it, you can lick my butt, in the fridge. Who is making the choices? Because I can already tell you that some. I can already tell you too many mistakes are being made. Too many mistakes are being made. The president has to sort this out right now. He has to sort it out. Let everyone participate, good and bad, and we will just have to figure it out. That's right. You got it. People should have voices. They should have voices. Great tweets. Great tweets. Okay, so let me hang hang on a second. Let me get another page open here. When you are asleep, that's when I tweet at the president, Donald Trump. All right. He does. He tweets like at 3 in the morning. That is a dedicated man. That is a dedicated man. All right, let's see. Chairman Wesker official channel. Thank you for £5. Glad to be here, Ethan. You're the reason Sinestro became one of my favorite characters in comics. I bought every book related to Sinestro. You have done. Thank you. Well, thank you, Chairman Wesker. I appreciate that very much. I liked drawing Sinestro. It was fun. I drew him a lot. I drew Sinestro a lot. I was like the Sinestro artist for like 7 years. Edward Cross, thank you for $2. Let's hope Dave turns it around. I can only expect that he will. I can only expect that he will. Billy Ritchie, thank you for $1.99. Did you see the Entenmann's truck I tweeted today? No, Billy, I did not see it. I didn't see the Entenmann's truck. I slept most of the day. Andrea came up and said, hey, you're I said, she's like, you've been sleeping all day. I'm like, I know. I got to get up and do something, but I can't. I'm sick. And I know that my subscribers, they would like me to sleep and recover. I got up. I went downstairs. I blended a bunch of green veggies and a little bit of fruit with some ice cubes, water, drank it. I feel better. Now, I have not had NyQuil. I've not had any meds at all. Hold on. I got to take my amoxicillin, though. I forgot I got to do that 3 times a day. All right, hold on. But that's not related to my sickness. Hopefully, it's also not the cause of my sickness. I said to Andrea, I was like, who have I interacted with? Who have I interacted with that got me sick? I don't even talk to people. I don't talk to people. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm in my office. I'm in my basement. I'm just drawing. I don't have kids around here. Well, I do have kids, but I mean, I don't have kids running around sneezing on me. I got sick when I went to the 4th grade school. Kaylee's when she was in the 4th grade, her school invited me to come in and teach all of the 4th grade classes. And there were like a few. There's like a week's worth of 4th grade classes. Come in and teach them how to draw superheroes. And I did that. I stood up there, and I'm a great teacher. I taught all these kids how to draw superheroes. They drew great superheroes. And I got sick, of course. Of course. You're being exposed to, all those germs. I did get sick. All right. So, but that hasn't happened since. I mean, I haven't been out there interacting with sick little children. Let's see. Laura, Ryan stole my fan fiction story. Thank you for $1.99. Pablo Hidalgo wants to be a cool kid so bad. Yeah, I know. Like, I really feel like that. Here's the thing. I like Pablo Hidalgo. When I see him and I see the things that he says, I like him. I know he's a great big SJW. But at the same time, he is responsible and he's trying to do what they're telling him to do. They're telling him to rein in his social media. But he's very much like Dan Slott. The writer of Spider-Man for Marvel, now Iron Man, I think. He's very much like Dan Slott. And I actually like Dan Slott. I don't know why. I actually like Dan Slott. He was nice to talk to. He was okay. He knew he was an SJW. He knew I was like, Republican, Trump supporter. We still got along. We were fine. And I just get the same sense about Pablo Hidalgo. I would want to be his friend. I'd absolutely want to be his friend just because I think he's funny. And he's great on Twitter. He's hilarious on Twitter. He does when we interact with him as the Fandom Menace. Last time we did, he just sent pictures of hearts and kittens and he blew kisses at us. That's what he has to do, and I think it's hilarious. He's got to behave himself. Let's see. Rookie Critic says, thank you for sharing the High Council vid I made. I hope it gets more people to follow you guys. I want to make a vid on the Fandom Menace. What do you think? Well, Rookie Critic made a great video, and it was all about the individual members of the High Council and then the guests that come on. And it was really, really fun. It was cool. Like, it was a good promo vid for us, and it was enjoyable. I shared it on Twitter. If you want to go see it, just look at my Twitter timeline and you'll find it. Doing a video about the Fandom Menace would mean talking to the fans. You'd have to talk to all of these guys and get their opinions about things, about Star Wars, about where we're going. you know, I think it would be fun. I think it would make a pretty good video. You might want to wait until Star Wars Celebration to do it, so you can actually interact with these people face to face and meet them. Talk about, you know, what their hopes are. I have to say, I've never been more positive. I've never felt better about how things are going right now and the way things are going to go. I just feel like we're getting victory after victory, and they're flummoxed by it. I mean, these SJWs are flummoxed in comics and in Star Wars. Another weird thing is going on right now, and I don't know too much about this, so I'm not going to make any definitive comment or express an opinion about it. But I will tell you, there's something going on in comics. Some people have always said to me, they've said, you know, why don't you? Okay, if you don't know who I am, I'm a comic book artist. I'm a Republican in comics. When I was working at DC Comics and Trump won, I tweeted a picture of myself in a Trump hat, like a MAGA hat, and I was so happy. But what that did was that turned the comic book industry against me big time, and a lot of weirdos started to call me a Nazi, started to say awful things about me. I didn't know how to deal with it. I was used to being loved. I was used to being beloved. I was not used to being hated on so viciously, and that was the consequence of just standing up and saying, hey, I'm different than you. I'm different. I have a different opinion. That's fine. A lot of people were like, hey, you should sue for defamation. And I just thought, who do I sue? You know, who do I sue? And it's expensive and drawn out. And do I want to go through this? I mean, I'd much rather just say, you know, okay, you know, whatever. These people are going to say what they're going to say. And I'll just, you know, I'm not, people who know me know I'm a good guy. So I just let it go. Anyway, somebody else decided not to let it go. And I don't know I'm not sure if this is, let me find this so I can actually read it and be on the money with it. There is a comic book artist, and back in November of this past year, a bunch of people started tweeting out that he was a rapist, that he had raped someone. Now, this fellow's name, let me see here. This fellow's name is Cody Pickrod. Pickrod. It's like P-I-C-K and then R-O-D and then a T at the end. So Pickrod, I don't really know how to pronounce that. But they said, oh yeah, you know, they started spreading rumors about him and saying that he was a rapist and that he had, who even knows? I don't know where this came from. I haven't been able to find information. I haven't been able to find the story because I'm not in on this little clique. I mean, this is kind of an indie comics kind of clique. I did tweet out to one of the guys. He just tweeted me back. Okay. All right. So let me just read this real quick and then see if I should read this aloud. Okay. All right. One of these guys is all right. So anyway, this guy Cody, I will read this. This guy Cody Pickrod was accused on social media of sexually harassing, perhaps rape, all kinds of weirdo stuff. Oh, hey Doug, how you doing?
Hey brother.
Oh, great to see you. All right, we got Doug Tenaple in here, creator of Earthworm Jim. Hey Doug, do you know about this Cody Pickrod story?
I don't. I'm getting filled in, so keep going. I want to hear about it.
Okay. All right. I'll put the screen on you now. I didn't know you were in here. I was doing a solo act because everybody's like, hey, we're eating dinner. We're out.
I know you were on, man. You were on.
All right. So this guy Cody, I don't know who he is, but he's just kind of a cartoonist. He's not a Marvel or DC guy as far as I can tell. But these guys have their own little society. I don't know what he did, so I'm not going to comment on whether or not I think this is the right thing to do. But because all of these people were talking on social media about him being a rapist, being somebody who shouldn't be allowed at conventions. Hey, watch out for this guy. He abuses women. What he did, and I don't know how he did this, was he went out and launched a massive defamation lawsuit, $2.5 million, and he named a bunch of people. So
he doesn't have to work anymore if he wins. He'd never have to work again.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, well, these people don't have any money, Doug. They don't have any money. This is more, I think, to make a statement, which is just, this guy's pretty kick-ass. I actually looked at a picture of him, and he's this young, I think he's Asian, and he's just like, his attitude is just like, I'm not tolerating this. Now, this is a defamation lawsuit, so he would have to prove, I think,
yeah,
or that he didn't do it?
He has to prove monetary harm.
Well, there's definitely monetary harm
because of the harm of his reputation.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely monetary harm. So people are panicking. This one guy, this is how this was brought to my attention. A guy named Singles, Classique. That's his Twitter handle. He started a GoFundMe for $95,000 for legal services. Now the bad news is you're seeking money from other leftists. They don't have any money. Okay, you're not going to raise $95,000 from SJWs. You're not going to do it. I think last time I saw him, he was between $5,000 and $8,000. Good. I want him to have a proper defense. Obviously, I think that that's fine. He did actually come out and he made these statements. I saw these vicious statements that he made on Twitter towards this guy. Now, if this guy is a rapist, then fuck him. I don't really care. If he is, then that's a matter for the police. It isn't really a matter for Twitter, in my opinion. It isn't a matter for Twitter. But these people they put it on Twitter and try to wreck this guy's reputation. That seems a little bit weird to me. Get the police involved. Put this guy in jail if he is a rapist. Don't put him in SJW, isolation.
I feel that way about all the Me Too people. Is anytime someone's accused of this stuff, it's like there's such serious accusations because you're going to ruin someone that if any guy who's innocent ever got accused of these things, that's a horror.
Terrible.
And of course, if he's guilty, yeah, get him. I mean, go for it. But my fear is that some innocent guy, because I feel like I've been hit by people and I was innocent. There's no worse feeling than that.
Well, for me, I mean, them calling me a Nazi, that's the same kind of way. It's cartoonish.
It makes me sick, though, that there's people that even dumb people that believe that. It bugs me that there's people that dumb thinking we're Nazis or something.
Right. Well, obviously, but I mean, to me, like, I look at this kind of, I look at this, I go, this is the industry I'm in. These people are children. I mean, I'm a child. I'm definitely an overgrown boy. I mean, I admit that I am, because I have toys in my office. All I think about is Star Wars and Cyberfrog and, Sinestro and Green Lantern. That's all I think about. So I realize that I am an overgrown child, and yet I am I'm centuries more wise and more mature than most of the people in this industry. They're nuts.
I mean, you think Kathleen Kennedy is ruining Star Wars, but you wouldn't accuse her of embezzlement if you knew everyone was just jumping on that just for the hell of it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just want her out of there so we can get better Star Wars movies. I believe in professionalism, and I want good product being creative.
You want your Ugnaughts trilogy.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely Ugnaughts. Why not? They're underused, aren't they, Doug?
They are.
What is the story behind the Ugnaughts?
I wish I knew. I had the toy when I was like 15 years old. That's how big of a geek I was. I was 16 and I had an Ugnaught.
Why do they live in Cloud City? What are little pigmen doing in Cloud City?
And they're all doing these slavish, normally droid-like tasks, right? They just wanted to put a bunch of guys in costumes, and they're working the conveyor belt. Playing
Star Wars really. They took care of the little people. I mean, you really think about it.
they're the new Wizard of Oz. They were the Wizard of
What was up with George Lucas and little people? I don't know. He was ahead of his time. I think that, in terms of social justice for little people, George Lucas was way, way, way ahead of his time. And I think he will be commemorated.
His undevoted love for Warwick Davis is like Michael Bay and Fox and Samantha Fox.
You don't think there's anything?
Oh no. Only because I know Warwick Davis is probably a stand-up guy.
Okay, well, I'm not saying he's not stand-up. I'm just saying there wasn't any kind of no, right?
No.
Okay,
no, he's safe.
What about with the Jawas?
Yeah, definitely.
There's any hanky-panky?
Definitely.
All right. I don't listen, people. I don't want to kink shame. That's the new word. That's the new SJW word, kink shame. So I said to this guy, I sent him a tweet. The guy who is raising the money on GoFundMe. I just said, hey, and this guy's an SJW, right? So I just said, hey, listen, I know you probably dislike me, but can you fill me in on what's happening with this lawsuit? I don't want to know. I don't want to be in this echo chamber. Like, I'm going to get one side of the story, I'm sure, and I'm going to be excluded from what's going on with the SJWs who are being sued. Is there validity to this? And he wrote back to me. He said, "Hey, not sure why you think I dislike you? Question mark. You don't know me. We haven't had any interactions, and I'm a good friend of Noah's. Now, Noah is my little brother. He's a cartoonist. He's indie, and he's definitely cooler than me. Way cooler than me.
Yeah, sounds cool already.
In terms of the industry, in terms of this industry, he's not cooler than me in person. Like I'm a hip cat. No, a hip cat.
I'll bet he eats cake instead of pie.
Yeah. Well,
Cake guy.
Is he a cake guy? I gotta ask Noah and find out what he prefers, cake or pie. We'll find out. We'll work this out. Dom Casey says EVS makes Andrea kiss him full on the mouth even though he's sick. That is a lie. That is a lie. And she wants to, but she's not. I'm like, you know. I mean, I know. You see this face, you want to kiss this face. I got it, but you're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick. So I'm keeping my distance. She's up there cooking me a turkey right now. She's making me Thanksgiving dinner.
Because you have chlamydia.
Do I have chlamydia?
Yeah, you take your amoxicillin.
Yeah. Whoa. No. Doug, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The amoxicillin is because I had dental surgery. So this is just, it's to help me heal. It's not an STD or anything. I mean,
did that cost $500,000, the dental surgery?
$500,000. Yeah. That's where it all went.
That's where it all went. It was bad teeth.
Yeah, I wanted to see. I saw Richard Keel, and I said, "How much would that cost?" And that's what we're working on right now. So anyway, back to this guy here. Hiya, not sure why you think I dislike you. We haven't had any interactions, and I'm a good friend of Noah's. So as far as I know, we're cool. Question mark. We're cool. We are cool. The suit, as far as I want to discuss it currently, is that last year there were allegations of sexual misconduct and harassment centering around Cody Pickrot, and I made a public statement saying I believed and supported the victims and that predators had no place in our festivals, etc. And now he is suing for defamation. Okay. He said that's the bare bones. The summons are public, so you can search and find that to read if you like. Well, I'm too lazy to do that, Doug, but I just wanted to get there were allegations.
Yeah. How do they like living in this world though of the allegation hunt and destroy mass dog pile?
Well, we're going to find
accusations first, ask questions later. We're going to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out how they like it, because I mean, this is the thing. Like, this is a lawsuit. This is a real lawsuit. This guy, I don't know where he got the money to do this. Most people are dissuaded from entering into a lawsuit, a defamation lawsuit, because they're so rarely won, and also they're embarrassing, and because they cost money. They cost a lot of money and time. I don't have time. I mean, I guess if it got really bad, I certainly do have the money. If it got really bad, I will pursue these guys. Anyone who is trying to make my life difficult. I actually said on a live stream, and I put a warning out there because I know people who don't like me listen to these live streams. And I just said, if you do to Cyberfrog what you guys did to Jawbreakers, in terms of starting little rumors, threatening retailers, threatening, Diamond publishers, whatever. If you try to monkey around with Cyberfrog, warning, I will become everything that you think I am. I will go after you with my mob, my army, and I will tear you apart. It's just a warning.
I never once thought that they would use the tactic, which of course in hindsight now I know they would, that they would go after retailers if they carried Cyberfrog.
Well, they did it to Jawbreakers.
That is so low. That is so low.
They're low lives, and they think they can get away with it. I mean, that's the thing. They think they can get away with just kind of. They think comics is some kind of insular little club. They think they can exclude people. They don't realize this is about business, and it's not just about them. It's about a vast quickly shrinking, but still pretty wide audience that would prefer to have the choice. Okay, so Jawbreakers should be in stores, and
absolutely it should be
to buy it. Now, if you take away the choice from people because of coercion, threats, mafia tactics with your little weirdo club, you can do that to Richard C. Meyer. I don't know what he's going to do about it. I guess he's going to make videos. I am telling you that I will utilize every bit of my influence on social media to find you and make your life hell. And that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. So in other words, it's a warning. Don't do it. Leave me alone. Leave my customers alone. Leave Cyberfrog alone. That is, you know, that just seems like fair play to me. And so far, so good. Nobody has, you know, dared to kind of open their mouth and say Cyberfrog shouldn't be solicited through Diamond. Cyberfrog shouldn't be ordered by retailers. Of course it should. It's the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. Retailers
Plus, it looks great. As a comic, it's great. Why wouldn't a store put that, right? A store needs to put that in and people need to buy it. It looks good. That's all a comic needs to be to get in a store.
Yeah, I think it's going to sell. I think,
and they're going after you for intent or for your whatever your private thing is, like how you raise the money or whatever you believe, which is that's foul ball.
Yeah,
that's like not hiring the best plumber in the world because he's a Mormon or something. You don't do that.
Yeah, I'm writing back to this guy real quick. Said, okay, thank you for the info. If you're being wronged and this guy is guilty, I wish you luck. I wish you luck. When Zoe Quinn is donating to your GoFundMe, I have some icky feelings. I'm not going to write that, but you know, even still, it is. Yeah, we don't want these. We don't want people raping people.
I didn't get to read who said it, but they asked if you have pyorrhea.
No, I don't. I just have the flu. Luckily, it's not like that. Let me read some of these super chats here.
Johnny Incycle, yeah, go.
Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it. All right. So, wow, a lot of stuff here. People are telling me to get. Wow. Okay. So, wait, where are we? Oh, I'm so disorganized. It's not because I'm sick. By the way, you know, I tried to do a live video, Doug, and I had the camera upside down, and it ruined the whole video. And I had to just delete it and start over again. And I'm like, oh my God, like I don't feel, you know, I don't feel wackadoo. I feel okay. But yeah, that was. I mean, anybody who saw that video would go, "Oh my God, Ethan is like delusion. He's delirious. Like there's something wrong with him."
I'm trying this live stream stuff. I've had nothing but technical difficulties. As soon as the show starts, man, the mic goes down, everything turns off, everything's wrong. I lose guests.
Yeah, you got it. You'll get the hang of it. I mean, it's to me, all it is talk radio. That's what I love. I absolutely love my YouTube. People are like, what is Ethan doing? Why is he talking about Star Wars? Well, because I like Star Wars an awful lot. I hate what's happening to Star Wars. And it's just something to always talk about every single day because it's a great story.
And we're all culturally united by Star Wars, whether if you love it or hate it. It's like people know what you're talking about as soon as you start. It's great.
Yeah, I think everyone likes Star Wars. So yeah, it's like and Star Wars people might also like comic books if you invite them in. So it just seems like a good idea to speak to the largest possible pop culture crowd that kind of binds us and connects us, like the Force, and then you know, invite them into also what we do as well. And it worked for Cyberfrog. It definitely, you know, it was great to offer a comic book to a wider crowd than the people who normally buy comic books. And there's so much material that they're very, very selective. That is again my marketing strategy. Marketing 101.
But the other surprise that people don't know is that you're going to trace the exact plot of The Last Jedi in Cyberfrog. It's going to be a Last Jedi plot.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. You're going to open up with him drinking milk from a sea cow. All the horrible. You're going to have the Rose Tico, the female character, is going to be she's going to be crying the whole time.
Oh my God. Well, I got to have Rose T go in this book somehow.
They go to a casino and free horses, alien horses. They go to a casino and free alien horses.
Why did they do that? What a waste of time. Why would you free horses?
And then you're just watching hundreds of millions of dollars on the screen. I don't know.
And you don't free horses. They don't need to be free. They need to be taken care of.
I know there's human beings in this universe buckled under by the Empire while they're being chased for fuel all around the universe, and they're freeing horses. They're going like, no, we have a better mission.
Ugh.
That's why Space Laura Dern is up there, purple hair. They're going to free horses. People.
Yeah, I know you're enslaved and all, but here's a ring. With a picture of the resistance. They came by, noticed you, freed all your horses that at least employed you, and see you later.
Yeah, the Ugnaughts are being oppressed somewhere. They need to get on that mission too. Forget this rebel stuff. There's Ugnaughts.
I don't know about the Ugnaughts though. I want them to be enslaved. I think they're ugly. I know this sounds like this might sound bigoted of me, but fuck the Ugnaughts. They're ugly. They're ugly people, and they should be enslaved. They should
They're
be
ugly. That's why they
bonded.
call them. That's why they call them Ugnaughts.
Yeah, they're like, ugh, not. They should be enslaved and in servitude for all of their lives. They're disgusting. They have snotty noses. I mean, I do too right now, but at least I'm 6 foot tall. They're like 3 feet. Doug, we have to disagree. We have to agree to disagree about
Agree
the
to disagree.
Ugnaughts.
Yeah, I really need more Ugnaughts coverage. I want to know their backstory. I want
Yeah.
to know about their rebellion against
Oh my God.
Lando. It's irony.
Ugly people don't get to have rebellions. They don't get to. You notice, like, it's not going to be about the
Yeah,
Ugnaughts rising up and overthrowing
yeah.
Lando Calrissian.
They let the Ewoks rise up because they're cute. They're not ugly. If they were ugly, they'd be like, to hell with it.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, they're ugly shaming. Star Wars is ugly shaming. Look at
I
all the
think only.
cantina with all the scum and wreck and worse people. They're all ugly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, does being ugly set you on a life of misery and drugs and hanging out in cantinas with werewolf men? Is that what Star Wars is trying to say? And by the way, why didn't Luke Skywalker stand up for C-3PO? Hey, we don't serve their kind in here. Okay, we don't want any
Yeah, and
trouble.
everyone's telling him shut up. They treat him like dirt, and everyone laughs at him. At
Yeah.
3PO.
These people, hey, Dom Casey again causing trouble in the chat. He says you're 5'10" at the most. Wrong. I am 6'0", maybe 6 foot a few millimeters. I can prove it. I'm not Doug.
I'm 6'8". I'm the Chewie. You're the Han.
It makes me angry that he took 2 inches off of my height. That really bugs me. Dom, knock it off. 6 foot. Proud of it. Proud of it. And people who meet me go, "You're taller than I thought." Thank you. What do you mean you pictured me as short?
I belong in the cantina. I'm just saying, I don't need a costume. I go in the cantina.
I would hang out in the cantina if B. Arthur were there.
Yeah, did you do the holiday special? I know you were gonna. Did you do that?
No, I didn't. I figured, you know what? I can't. I'm sick. I'm not going to be funny. I'm not going to be fun. I'm going to be miserable. So I didn't
That's
do
gonna
it.
be prime. That's gonna be prime, man. The B. Arthur. Oh,
Yeah.
the dance. I wanted to see the little stop motion creatures on that chessboard, and they bring out the dancer, a video overlay of a dancer.
Oh, it's
Around
awful,
the
dude.
checkerboard. I was so furious. I was in like 7th grade.
Oh, they have, and the opening sequence where they have a bunch of weirdo men in tights, like in skin tights.
Yeah.
It looks like Cirque du Soleil, except extremely
It
gay.
was like a Donnie Marie skate number.
Oh, it's terrible. Don't worry, guys. I am going to do the holiday special. The chat is outraged. The chat is outraged, but I will do it. Let me read these super chats. Pablo Hidalgo wants to be a cool kid. He does. Chaos Risen, thank you for $9.99. Appreciate that. You're right. It's all starting to make sense. Filoni said 3 days ago, Resistance isn't his. You see this? You see the pieces coming together here? He probably knew it was trash, or he is deep into planning the future. Dude, you called it big time. You will all see that I have been correct about everything all along. And everyone who put me down and said I'm nuts, no, I'm exactly right. I got little tips here and there, some help from some insiders, but I put together the whole story because I've watched it happen in other industries. So I know Kathleen Kennedy was already fired. She was fired a week after Solo came out. She has been in name only, president of Lucasfilm. Dave Filoni is the de facto boss. He's been running the show. He had to leave the Resistance. He didn't help with the Resistance because he is going to be busy with much bigger things. September 29th is actually the date that Disney's year-end fiscal, it's their fiscal year-end. They're going to have to report to their investors, their stockholders, and explain away why in a year that they bought Fox, they're rebuilding they're building all these theme park additions. They're fixing they're spending all kinds of money. Why they lost $80 million on Solo, and why the toys aren't selling, et cetera, et cetera. They do have to make a change. They're going to, and they already have offered up Kathleen Kennedy's job as a sacrifice. They're bringing Dave Filoni on for big changes. The fans are going to rejoice. September 29th. That's the date that this will all go down. So, pretty happy about, pretty proud of myself.
Who's Filoni?
Dave Filoni is he's over at Lucasfilm. He's got a cowboy hat on. He's Cowboy Dave Filoni. He basically right now people know him because he does all the animation stuff. So he's done the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
He did Rebels. He did all the stuff that people like. And he hasn't really shown any interest in doing the live action stuff before. But the fans are saying, please, if Star Wars needs a new direction, what Dave Filoni is doing with the Rebels, with the Clone Wars, that's what we want to see. We want to see those characters live action. We want Dave to do it. Now, Dave he's Star Wars down to his bones. And we were really hoping the presidential seat was going to be taken either by Kiri Hart, who is African American, and she is a big time SJW. She probably would have made things worse than Kathleen Kennedy did. From what we hear, I mean, she was all about the, forces female, et cetera, identity politics. And then you have Dave Filoni, who's just doing, Clone Wars. So people wanted Dave Filoni. We were told for a long time that was a pipe dream. It looks like that pipe dream has come true. It is going to be Dave Filoni after all. And I'm telling you, it's going to be like the end of Return of the Jedi. It's going to be, I will make videos every day. I will make 3 videos a day about this as it's happening, because it's just wonderful.
That's assuming Abrams can pull it together. And are they going to split into 2 movies? The last one?
That's up to him. Abrams has been left alone, from what we understand. J.J. Abrams is working without the influence of Kathleen Kennedy, or, as far as I know, Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams has been given complete creative control of this movie. Is he going to make it into 2? I think they're just leaving it up to him. And as far as Lucasfilm is concerned, 2 movies is better than 1, as long as they are as profitable as The Force Awakens was, which they assume it's going to be. I wouldn't count my chickens on that, honestly, Lucasfilm. But yeah, this is just fantastic. Evil Paradigm, thanks for $10. Social media is skewed against conservatives, but I also find that this is making conservatives incredibly hostile to all liberals, even the moderate or normal liberals. Media is hurting all sides. You want to talk about that, Doug?
Yeah, sure. We're angry because when you take crap for 10 years straight and it hits and it affects your bottom line, affects your job. And when you watch the arts get ruined, everything that the leftist touch gets ruined. So I came out of the fine arts, and the fine arts got destroyed, just gutted by ugly art, making a statement instead of just doing your job and making great art. And then we saw them ruin movies. They went through video games, and now it's comics' turn. And comics is the one. It's a small enough industry with smart enough people and excited enough fan base to actually turn the Queen Mary around. So
yeah,
if people get angry, I don't like anyone overplaying their hand. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know when you're playing poker, you got to know how strong your hand is before you start swinging your big dong around in your bets. You don't want to go all in and get crushed. And the left always overplays a weak hand, is how they get away with everything. So I just hope we are tactical and make sure that our anger serves us, and realize that in the end, it's not about being bitter or ugly, but it's about preserving and making great comics. And because we love the medium so much, we love comics so much. This is what we do with our whole day. And I just want to make sure that our books get out the way the kinds of stories we want to tell.
Guys, by the way, this is Doug TenNapel, creator of Earthworm Jim. He has a new comic book Indiegogo campaign called Bigfoot Bill. I haven't put the link in the description. I will in 1 second, but you should definitely absolutely check it out. You want to pitch that real quick and just let them know about Bigfoot Bill?
Sure. Bigfoot Bill is my Indiegogo campaign. It's about it's a paranormal action comedy where Bigfoot he wears the Kraken as a suit, and it gives him superpowers. And it's like a follow-up to Earthworm Jim. It's going back to kind of mid-90s high-end great humor that you see in Cyber Frog, and great action that you see in Ninja Turtles. And Earthworm Jim is kind of what I'm going back to my roots for the fans.
Yeah.
And hey, I inked a page. I started inking a page. You want to see some?
Yeah.
Let me get this back on camera here. I don't know if this will broadcast well, but hold on one second here. I gotta stop screen sharing. Jeez, I'm so terrible. Hold on.
Are you telling me Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers has 75,000 subs, chat? Are you kidding me? Let me check that.
So what's good, Ethan?
Oh, hey, Nasser's in the chat. How you doing?
Good. I got the Indiegogo money. I started ordering some of the shipping supplies, so it's exciting.
Hi, Nasser.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, buddy. I funded you, so I want my comic. Here's this is kind of the setup. This is going to be for my Ashcan. Actually, it's not going to make it in the final comic, but this is Hades on his deathbed, about to give up the control of the Kraken. He's putting it under Poseidon's finger. So this is going to be backstory. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
There's the inking. And then
look at him.
He's gonna that's his, when he dies, he drops the skull. And down here, I got this partially inked. That's Poseidon playing fetch with the Kraken. When he inherits the Kraken, they start playing fetch out in the ocean. He throws a great white shark out to him. Then down here is going to be the Kraken brings back a big clipper ship instead. He's all, bad Kraken.
That's super cool.
There he is. That's what we're doing today. That's for the Ashcan. I'm getting warmed up on the Ashcan, Ethan. I wasn't ready to pull the trigger on the comic yet on doing final pages.
Yeah, the Ashcans are fun. I think people are going to like having Ashcans again. And it's a good way to just kind of do a prequel story.
Yeah,
I think. And then, later you can release the Ashcan as a full-size book at some point if you want to. I mean, there's always that option.
Or I'll dump it into the second book or third book as a flashback or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. All right, let me see. Edward Cross says, I would love more insight into your werewolf, sci-fi, and vampire theory. I found that correlation thought-provoking. Yeah, Doug, do you know about this? This is my political theory that politics, right and left politics in the United States can be kind of predicted by what's more popular in the culture at any given time. So,
that's interesting. Tell me about that.
Okay, so if Democrats are going to assume the White House, for some reason, Democrats go along with UFOs, aliens, conspiracy theories, and vampires. So vampire movies and then UFO movies, spaceship movies are popular when Democrats are in power or about to take power, or something's going to go their way. Republicans are werewolves and zombies. Okay. So, I mean, it all started back in 1968 with Richard Nixon and Night of the Living Dead. That's when the zombie movie was born. That's when there was a political shift in the country. You look at Jimmy Carter, 1976, you've got Superman, Close Encounters, the Star Wars movies, Battlestar Galactica.
And with Close Encounters, I remember reading a quote from Jimmy Carter that said he saw a flying saucer once. Yeah.
That's correct. He's the only president who's ever seen a UFO. So it all kind of goes together. The 1980s, you remember Wolfen, Howling for werewolf movies, American Werewolf in London. We could go on and on and on. Michael Jackson's Thriller, which had werewolves and zombies. Zombies, Return of the Living Dead. No vampire movies, really, except for like a couple. Lost Boys was in there somewhere. And
that was during the turn. Yeah, that was late. Yeah.
And then, but suddenly something happened. In 1992, you had Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and everything changed. The X-Files was born.
X-Files, Aliens. Yep.
Aliens, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My God, I could go on and on and on. All the vampire stuff that went on in the 1990s.
Interview with a Vampire.
Poppy Z. Bright and Rice. All of this stuff happened in the 90s, and it came to an end suddenly when Bush took office. It came to an end, and suddenly, I mean, X-Files was canceled, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was canceled. People weren't talking about vampires anymore. When Bush came into office, suddenly it became all about Dawn of the Dead. That's when zombies were reborn. Dawn of the Dead, 28 days later. Blah, blah, blah. I wish I had a whole list of all my zombie movies in front of me. Things started to change. The corner started to turn towards Obama, And I told this to the creative team. I said, you know, when you guys put out 30 Days of Night, which was a vampire movie that kind of had the same themes as zombie movies that everybody was used to, that changed everything. 30 Days of Night was 2007 when Obama announced that he was going to run for president. And I knew also when the X-Files movie Fight the Future was announced in 2007.
I Am Legend is another kind of blend of zombie and vampire. They drink blood, but they're like zombies.
2007, and things totally shifted, and then we had this effeminate Democrat president, and what followed his presidency, the end of zombie movies, and Twilight, and you know, a new kind of vampire movie, True Blood, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it was just it was all about vampires again, and zombies were fighting their way to come back. And I remember in 2010 when Obamacare was up for a vote. Okay, it was up for a vote. Are we going to be able to get rid of this thing? A movie came out called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yep.
And I went, Abraham Lincoln, Republican, and he's killing vampires. Now, if this movie is successful, and it was coming out the same weekend that Obamacare was up for a vote, if it's successful, Obamacare is going to get struck down. And the movie came out and it bombed, and Obamacare passed. So it was unbelievable.
That's a good conspiracy theory.
Yeah, and you know, Walking Dead kind of predicated you know, Republican successes all throughout the Obama presidency. I haven't been following it since. This is a theory I've had since 2008 or so.
That's good. So politically now, go back to the superstructure of the whole thing. I already know that like vampires are all effeminate and goth, so I get that on Democrats, and they're bloodsuckers. They're high taxes.
Suck blood. People who want to be seduced by people who will drain them bodily. That's interesting. It's an interesting thing. The idea of aliens coming down and sticking things in your butt is appealing to some Democrats.
Conspiracy theorists. They're truthers and conspiracy theorists, so that would go into the alien thing.
Yeah, I just think that werewolves and werewolves and zombies are both very masculine fantasies. You want to turn into a werewolf. It's the monster inside. It's like being the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. I was a teenage werewolf. Yeah, Michael Landon, wholesome family man, turns into a werewolf. That's very
absolutely very Republican. Well, there was also, you know, in the 80s there was also the Teen Wolf franchise. Look, the 80s was full of werewolf movies. It was because of Reagan and Bush.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was a teenage werewolf, just masculine power fantasy. Zombies as well, very militaristic, survivalist mentality. Everyone out there is out to get us, and we have to survive. Is a very Republican fantasy.
Interesting. I had a color theory version of what you're talking about, where warm, earthy colors are for Democrats, and blue, cooler power colors are for Republicans. So during the Reagan years was the blue power suit, and they might wear a red tie or a black tie. And then when Clinton came around, blue suits were out. Brown suits and earth colored, like mustard jackets and stuff, were in, and that was the same colors during the Carter era. Remember the late 70s with the gross browns, the gross brown suit, and sometimes if you did blue, you'd do powder blue. There was never any power blue. And then when Bush came back in, the blue suit came right back. Blue suit, black suit.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that color theory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's just, it's a mood. I mean, the American people go through different moods. I mean, it's
and the Hillary one, we'd all be wearing these big puffy Mao duster jackets.
I'm wearing them now, so I mean, you know, hey, she's my president. I'm with her, even still.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. Oh, we got a me too from Nasser.
Well hung and dung. Thanks for £2. You're sounding real sick, baby. I know. I hope I sound okay. I mean, you know. You know, I don't want to lay in bed. I'm laying in bed all day anyway. And Andrew was like, "Why don't you just live stream from your bed?" And I'm like, "Ugh, I'll go downstairs in the basement." And I you know, I do love to live stream, so I'm pushing through it. Hell says, "Don't push yourself. Get some sleep." $2. Thank you. I slept all day. Evan James, $1.99. Some pie would clear the sweet cold right up. No, but I did go out and get Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Did not eat one. Did not eat one. I got one for the kids. There were a dozen
Good
donuts right in
man.
front of me.
Donuts are
Did
for
not eat
kids
donut.
and our wives. That's what donuts are for, not for men.
Oh yeah,
Men got to do battle.
yeah. So I did not eat any donuts. Andrea is up there making me a turkey dinner. That is a woman. Can I just say, I married a woman.
Yeah.
She's up there right now. She defrosted this turkey 4 days ago. She's like, I just feel like cooking a turkey for you. She's up there cooking me a Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, this is like, I told Andrea, I said, I will say one thing. If we were Mormon pioneers, and we're not, but if we were, you would survive. You would definitely survive with me on the trek to Salt Lake City, pulling a handcart with oxen. We would be pioneers. We would absolutely make it together.
Yeah, and that's why men die for their women, because Andrea will make you a turkey dinner. She's awesome at it. That's powerful.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, there's nothing I wouldn't do for Andrea. But I mean, that is the thing. I mean, ask yourself, would your wife survive a trek cross country? If you had to walk to Utah from New York, would she?
My girl Angie is the hardest worker. She's a homemaker, the hardest worker I've ever met. She'd outlive me by far on that trek, easy.
Yeah, Andrea might outlast me too. She would get there. She's determined. She's done.
And if we ran out of food, they'd probably eat us. If they did the Donner Party,
I would invite her too. I would cut my own leg off and be like, "Are you hungry?
Here, let me make you a turkey dinner."
Yeah, let me make you
Would you like a leg or a thigh?
Castle Abra, thank you for $4.99. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Ed Tenorio, thanks for $5. At least Disney has beaten you to the punch with their own catapult. I love it. Plus, you deserve a golden mechanical pencil like comic artist legends do. I don't think I'm a comic art legend at all, so I'm not going to take a golden pencil. I'd rather have a golden microphone like Rush Limbaugh. That'd be good. Would you want a golden microphone? It's yellow gold. I don't know if that's hip, but
speaking of pens, someone in your fan base sent me this pen. During my last live stream, they go, "Have you ever tried one of these pens?" And it's a cartridge based, like a quill pen, and I've been drawing with it on this Bigfoot Bill page all day. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's nice.
It just came in the mail. Some nice guy got it for me.
How'd they get your address?
They might have texted me, like, "I want to give you a gift." And every once in a while, I'll give out my address, which is probably a bad idea because who knows, right? Now the SJWs know they can find out. They can dox my home address.
Yeah, I know. I always think about that.
Cartridge desk pen. You can smell it. You can smell a good guy.
Nobody ever asked for my address to give me gifts.
I gave you gifts.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. I'm lying. Everyone asked for my address to give me gifts.
Oh, everyone's asking for your address, all right.
Oh yeah, I know. Ben Hennessy sent me over a Lex Luthor statue, a big one. It's on my table back there. I said, "Why Lex Luthor? Why not Superman?" He's like, "Well, I was like, because I'm evil and bald, like, what?
And a genius, yeah.
Oh, and a genius,
and a half millionaire.
Oh my God, yeah, that's great. Proper Jeremy, thank you for $5. Proper Jeremy does not appreciate your attitude. You have become sick from your own offensive, disgraceful content. Your hate speech is very improper. Well, that explains it. $2, thanks for say bravo. Will you seek capital investment for your vision? I have been offered. Oh my gosh, dude. Doug, I mean, some big names over at Fox News have asked me, not offered. Are you looking for investors?
Yeah, they should. They should dive in deep.
Yeah, I mean, it was at some point we're going to put this together, and it's going to be a cohesive kind of entity, and then I will seek investors. But basically, I have to prove that this was not a fluke. That we can do it again with Rainbow Brute, and then maybe I'll start looking for a little money.
I'm saying Fox so I can give you a show. They need to give you like a Gutfeld show.
I don't know. Well, I mean, look, I was going to say I don't belong on TV, but Greg Gutfeld's on TV.
I know. I met that guy in person once at this Republican event in Hollywood. That guy is diminutive, man. He's the Warwick Davis. He could be an Ewok or an Ugnaught.
Yeah, he could. He's very small. He's very small. I don't need it. I don't need a show. If I had a show on TV though, Doug, you would be on it with me all the time.
I'd,
be on it
I'd be your
constantly.
I'd be your side guy, right? I'd be the Chewy.
Oh no, yeah. What if you'd be my Ed McMahon
Yeah.
or who else?
I
I
laugh and
would
I
be the
ask
guy getting you
questions.
guys coffee.
And you want a 6'8" man on TV. You want someone who looks really different visually. You got to balance it out.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, we'd shred that place. We'd tear it up. They
I
don't
would
let
like
you hire blonde women though. Which I
that.
mean, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, would I have women on the show? I don't know if I would have women on the show. They have that thing at Fox where it's like they actually have the leg chair where
Yeah.
they put the women on the end so you can see their legs. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've seen women. I don't know if I need to. Do I need to stare at their legs?
So
on
they
TV?
why do they put Kimberly Guilfoyle on one side of the 5 and Greg Gutfeld on the other? And they hide Dana Perino in the back. They didn't give her the leg chair.
Oh, isn't that? I never noticed
They're
that.
going for Greg Gutfeld's legs.
I like Dana Perino before she got her caps in her mouth.
Yeah.
I
She's
don't know.
elfy. She's elfy, right? She's kind of like an elf.
Yeah, I was digging her scene. I liked her, sticking up for George W. Bush on TV. I
Yep.
thought she was hot stuff.
She was his press secretary back in the day. She was his press secretary.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they'd
that's
come
right.
at him like wolves, man. And then he hired Dana Perino and they kind of laid off. You could see him. The beauty seduced him.
Some people are saying that Dana Perino's in the middle because she has self-respect. Well, okay, that's fine. I guess that means Greg Gutfeld doesn't. He's okay showing off his legs. I would wear shorts if I were him. I'd really show them off. Why not?
Yeah. Get on the Superman tights.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with people getting caps on their teeth. It's like plastic surgery. It's like it doesn't really work. Milo Yiannopoulos, same guy, same situation here. Have you seen him lately?
I have not. I reached out to him to try and get him on my show because he's done some press with me before, and but I haven't seen him recently. Does he look like a Muppet now?
Yeah, he looks like Dr. Teeth from the Muppets. Yeah, it's
like
you
Carly
can't
Simon.
do that. Yeah. Oh my God. And so many people do this. They go, I'm going to get big fake white slabs placed over my teeth. And it's not like it pushes your gum out more. It's not like they look normal and they're the same height or like width as your teeth. No, you're layering slabs of like bathroom tile over your actual
it looks like
teeth.
a giant temple of urinals.
Oh my God. It looks so weird.
It glows. Hey, when you went to the dentist, this happens to me at the dentist all the time.
Yeah.
My teeth are crooked as hell and brown from chewing tobacco and drinking coffee for 20 years.
Oh,
Do they
man.
just offer you caps all the time? Like they're always trying to push you into cosmetic dental surgery?
No, not at all. I had my teeth whitened. That was the most thing that they said, you want to get your teeth whitened? I said, yeah. And they did this laser whitening thing that it took I think it took 2 weeks. And then there was an initial treatment where they scratch the hell out of you. And then they make you put this kind of gunk in your mouth every day. And then they do it again at the end. And it was great. I mean, it was pretty good. Andrea gets her teeth whitened all the time. And I just did it once. But yeah, they've never offered to put caps on because I would say no. I would say no. I'd rather have slightly discolored teeth that were my own and look normal than big planks.
You look like the Mask, like the Jim Carrey in The Mask.
Yeah, it never looks good. And I'm sure. Hey, Mike's in here. How you doing, Mike?
How you doing?
Speaking of cosmetic dental surgery, Mike is here.
Does Mike have cosmetic dental?
Look at that! Look at that! It's The Mask, man. I feel like I just went into the men's room.
Mike, is that true? I've never noticed that about Mike.
No, this how Japanese always look.
Mike plays up the Japanese. Mike does not look Japanese.
He does not. That's why he has to keep telling everyone because he doesn't look Japanese.
He doesn't look Japanese. He is about as Japanese as Elizabeth Warren is Cherokee, and both of them play it up to the same degree.
He just wanted the scholarship or the non-scholarship.
Yeah,
My mother lied to me.
Mike, Japanese. Well, how you doing, Mike? What's going on?
I'm doing well. Not much. Just trying to finish up a background. Going to drop some inks on this, and then I will be done with page 26. Yay!
Dude, that looks so cool.
Closer. I want to see it closer. You got to talk, Mike.
Everybody hurts. Do. I don't know if I can. I don't know what you're seeing because it's in front of the thing. So, yeah.
That's good. Perspective on guns. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're
hard. It's a
nuts. You
challenge.
guys are nuts.
I had to draw. I'm still working on this same double page spread. I don't know how I'm gonna get this all done. But Andrew's like, I'm like, do you understand what I'm doing? I'm making choices now that I wish that I could have made, like that I would be allowed to allow myself to make at DC. This book is, it has to be perfect. Wait, let me turn on my cam. You can see how sick I look. Hold on. Turn cam on. That works.
Ew. I mean, oh, you don't look so bad.
I look terrible. All right, look at this. Wait, is that working? Yeah. So Salamandroid got his head stuck in the wall. I wanted to counter. I wanted to do the reverse angle so you could see what he looks like from outside. This is Camden, New Jersey, and Salamandroid has his head stuck in this house. And I was thinking, should this be a Winnie the Pooh situation? And the cyber like just yank him out, and then I realized Salamandroid is like really strong, so that would be stupid.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful, Ethan.
Dude, I love that.
Did you pull perspective lines on those houses, or using photo reference? What's your technique on this? Because I'm all about.
It is.
I'm here to learn.
Well, it's first of all, there's photo reference on Camden row houses from behind that I found. And what I do is I do perspective grid, and then I draw because the houses are beat up. I mean, they're ugly. So I draw without a ruler, and I just go ahead and let the lines be rough, you know, and make them look kind of like they've been decaying. And that's what I do there.
Gosh, you just reminded me. Remember what it was like before the internet, and we had to get reference for stuff. I was like, oh, hold on. I got to go to the freaking bookstore and look up, you know, buy magazines and books and all this stuff to get
now
reference.
it's Google Image for me. Google Image.
Yeah,
it's Google like Image. So easy now.
But I started relying on it too much. Like when I was doing Creature Tech, I was Google imaging everything. I go, I got to draw a lamp. And I'd look up Google image lamp. And then I'd like trace this lamp down. I'm just going like, okay, easy, man. You're allowed to still pull stuff out of your head. It's a lamp.
Yeah, right.
But the more information,
addicted,
the better. I mean, that's
I
always found that I'd have like a stack of magazines. I still do have a stack of magazines. I just don't use them as much. And it's like, yeah, if you know, having to draw Catwoman's apartment and then just going, I want her apartment to be full of really unique, pretty things that she's stolen. And it's just like, how do you draw that out of your head? Like, it's better just to go through and find valuable objects and then put them in her crummy apartment. That's all reference. And we don't have to really, it used to be magazines. It used to be books.
Yeah.
I've still
just go and buy, like, you'd go to Barnes and Noble and get those, like in that section where they'd have all those different reference books for like freaking pottery or cars or just everything. You'd have all the stuff, and you just come home with like a stack of like these hardbound books.
I'm going to share
some of my art.
Okay, go ahead.
You got to talk now, so it doesn't work that way.
Oh, this is Professor Pumpkin.
That's Cecil.
No, it's Professor Pumpkin.
Inspired by?
That's Cecil when he takes his mask off.
Okay, yes, it's Cecil.
You could do a whole series, man.
He's gonna be in the Dr. Satan book.
Hey Ethan, since I came on your show, I'm up to 27,761 on Bigfoot Bill. It's going.
Is that right? You know, it would help if I actually put the link in the description.
Yeah, come on, people. It's great though.
Let me do that.
So what should I expect on the first week? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Like how much do you set financial goals, or do you just go for it and whatever it is, it is?
I just went for it.
Well, you can't set financial goals. I mean, it's just it's always going to be a surprise. Look at you. You've got $27,761
in less than a week. Less than a week.
Yeah, less than a week. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can look at your well, it's not always right, but they have something called what is it called?
Backer kit.
Is it Backer Kit?
Backer kit.
You can see what you're projected to earn, but I mean, it's never correct.
Yeah,
it's just never.
Yeah, it was not correct at all for me.
I was on the lower end.
You're on the lower end of your curve?
Yeah, my curve was like 60 to, well, I guess not the lower end, kind of the mid-lower end. Mine was 60 to 100.
You cut yours off early. You could have kept going. You kept your store open.
Yeah, my store's still open, so if anybody wants to still go buy that,
I don't think it makes a
really
difference.
slow
Really.
down.
I don't
No,
think
it really slows down. I mean, I'm down to probably I don't know, like $300 a day or something like that. Whereas I was 500 to 1,000 a day for
Someone
a
asked,
lot of
what's Mike's book called? Look up at the camera and start selling something, Mike.
Lone
What's your
Star.
book?
Lone Star. It's
There you go. Go to Indiegogo, look up Lone Star.
just go to lonestarcomic.com and it'll redirect you right to the Indiegogo, which is something I suggest everybody do. BigfootBillComic.com maybe, and then
I have the
just
Bigfoot Bill web. I got the domain.
oh yeah, just have it redirect it straight to the Indiegogo. So much easier than like go to Indiegogo, Google this or look this up. You know, it's just like
Yeah, but Lone Star is
Hey.
a memorable name. Cyberfrog, Bigfoot Bill, they're simple enough.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey everyone! By the way, the link to Bigfoot Bill by Doug Tenaple, his Indiegogo campaign is now in the description, I believe. So, could you guys check and make sure it's in the description? You want to see and help me out because you know I'm sick and delirious. Just make sure that I did everything okay.
Look at this art. Look at this art. I'm inking today. That's the death of Hades on his deathbed with the Kraken by his side. That's my art there. I'm inking.
That's actually your hand, but
Sorry, my hand's in there too. There he is. He's playing fetch. He's throwing a great white shark to play fetch with the Kraken. That's Poseidon right there.
Beautiful.
very nice.
I'm
Let me
really
read some of
excited
these,
for these books.
Let me read some of these super chats here. Let's see. Rookie Critic, thanks for $5. I'm glad you liked it, EVS. He's referring to a video he made about the High Council. I want the Fandom Menace to be able to contact me so that I could go over how to make a vid about us. I'll drop some links, okay? Evil Paradigm, thanks for $10. Nothing said on Twitter should ever be taken seriously, especially in court. People need to stop treating Twitter like a news outlet. Shame on any media outlet covering tweets in the news. I don't agree. I don't agree with that, Evil Paradigm. I think that if it's possible, if it is capable of hurting your career, and it certainly is, it is still defamation, even though it's on this silly new social media platform. Mega Man, thanks for $5. The fact that Mark Wade essentially got away with blocking Jawbreakers is why I don't make mine Marvel. 20 Norway. Trencher says, did somebody replace Uncle Ethan with a double? I seem like me. I don't know. Do I seem different? My voice might be a little bit different, but it's me. Edwin Boyette, thanks for $4.99. Love you all. May your day be filled with sunshine and pie on the road this afternoon.
That's our hero, Edwin.
We miss you, brother.
Sunshine and pie. That's a song right there. Sunshine and pie.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Here's Joe Marone says, why is a mammal like Bigfoot out at sea? Just curious. And Bigfoot's actually Bigfoot Bill is afraid of water, and when he puts on the Kraken and wears it as a suit, he gets brave. He can breathe underwater.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking at Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers, and his subscriber count is kicking ass. Getting pissed off. Why is he good? What is he doing that I'm not doing? We're doing the same exact topics and videos.
What's his sub count?
74,420, and I am. Let me see. I got to do better, I guess. I'm at 73,682.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah. Well, he's got almost 1,000 more than me, and he goes video. Yeah, Adrian Stone video. I should do that. Jeremy is a humble man of the people, says Bobo Vasquez. That's true. People are saying he's diverse. People are saying try. No, I'm not going to try to be more boring. Clickbait. I have good clickbait titles. I do. I thought, I guess
They are good because I end up watching some that I know nothing about the topic, and I'll be like, "What does Ethan mean by this?"
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
There's a few.
Man, Nasser throwing you under the bus, but we watch Geeks and Gamers, right, Nasser?
Hey.
No.
All right. Well, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, would you subscribe to my channel? I will do another giveaway once I get to 74,000 subscribers, and I can be closer to where Jeremy's at. But I mean, Jeremy's a runaway hit. He's awesome.
Did he? I mean, are you catching up to him, or were you?
No, he passed me. I was like 200 ahead of him, and he went zoom right past me. And I'm not really sure why. Like, I don't. Usually, there's an event that happens.
Yeah, like a viral video or something. Hey guys.
Yeah, that's possible.
Not you guys, them guys.
Richard Lewis, thanks for $2. My mother was an Ugnaught. Trencher, thanks for another 50. The only one who treats droids with kindness is Luke. That is Luke. Salvador, thank you for $4.99. Ethan Van Skywalker, the chosen one who will bring balance to Star Wars and comics. Hail Caesar. Thank you. $2. Sabrav, save the kids, save pop culture. This is all stuff that Doug was saying. Absolutely. F and Craig, $5. How do you feel about the guy from Queer Eye getting ripped up on Twitter for saying not all Republicans are racist?
What?
I didn't know about that.
I didn't hear about that either.
Yeah, not all Republicans are racist. Ari, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Ah.
Every single one.
I think it just goes to show that you know, you have to be insane. I mean, you do have to be insane to be a left winger right now. That stuff just is. I mean, that can do nothing but good things for the right when people act like that. Because everyone knows that not all Republicans. Everyone knows that Republicans, not all. Everyone knows Republicans aren't racist. They know that.
Hey, Ethan,
they know that because they. Yeah.
I gotta tell you a story about today's. This is how technically bad I am. I had Rob Paulson on my channel today, and I accidentally deleted the video.
Uh-oh. Who's Rob Paulson?
He does the voice of Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, and Yakko from. He's a big voice actor. He's been on a ton of my shows. It was a huge show, and I deleted the video.
Wow.
It was getting like 1,000 hits. I'm terrible.
Are you kidding me?
How many subs do you have now, Tug?
I got like since I've been on Ethan's show, I've gotten like 1,000. I'm at about 2,500.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, people just needed to know where you were. I mean, honestly.
But I'm destroying myself by
show.
deleting videos. I'm destroying
Yeah, you should try not to do that in the
I
future.
hate it when I do that.
Don't delete videos.
Can I undelete
Everyone's upset.
videos?
They're saying, Doug, no. Doug, no.
And then you know that little thing that pops up when you're saying you want to delete it, and it says, "Are you sure you want to delete it?" Make sure you put no.
What the hell did I do?
Everyone in the chat is pissed at you, Doug.
They should be. It was a great. We talked about his cancer and everything. He was the voice of the Mask animated cartoon.
Now they're pissed. Guys, calm down. Stop it. Stop saying awful things about Doug. He didn't mean to do that.
Well, now everyone knows that they have to watch Doug live. Otherwise, he'll delete his videos.
Yeah, now it's like exclusive.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Freaking idiot, man! What a moron.
Oh my god. Doug's flagging himself. Oh my god. Yeah. People are saying
I
bad
know.
things.
I'm my own worst. Yeah, I'm flagging.
People are saying kick Doug out of Comicsgate. Now listen, kick Doug. Everyone's saying kick Doug.
The chat is vicious.
Kick Doug.
Man,
It was an accident.
Where's the
Doug, you
love?
suck, and you're wasting my time," said Maxwell Miller. Just awful. So
It is
cruel.
true. It's actually true. I am wasting their time.
Doug, I'll try my best to convince them not to storm your house. And now that they know where you live,
Now that they have my address by sending me a pen,
yeah.
they sent me a pen. I gave them my home address.
big mistake. They gave you a pen, and now they're going to come and kick your butt. They're going to egg your house. I'll have whatever influence I have, Doug. I will try to calm this mob down. I'll try. I just want you to know. Yeah. Now they've changed their mind. They're saying, "We love you, Doug." Et cetera, et cetera.
My people.
Hey, I have a question for Doug.
Go. Oh, look at that.
What the hell is going
He's
on?
technical difficulties too.
Kick Nasser. Yeah, I mean that's.
What did he do? Is he on dial-up? He's got the howl. He's got a 1969 avatar, and he just did a dial-up joke.
Yeah, because they all say I'm a robot.
these are the jokes, folks.
That was funny, Nasser. I appreciate you. I just want you to know. William Jenkins, 5. Yes.
The answer to your question, Nasser, of course, is yes. That was a very good robot question.
Yes.
He doesn't know what he just agreed to.
William Jenkins, thanks for $5. Disney should get Macho Man Randy Savage to play Drax. Oh yeah. Evil Paradigm, thanks for $2. Thanks, Doug. It is about not being ugly. Yeah. Trump isn't a real Republican, says the Relevicist for $2. Joe Marone, thanks for $5. Twilight, an attempt to turn werewolves into soy boys. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I didn't think about that. There are werewolves in Twilight, and they are shirtless. I don't know, femmy kind of. Cumberbatch Pepperpot, thanks for $1.99. So Twilight is about a girl deciding her politics. See how deep they take it? Evil Paradigm, $5. Liar, I made a trebuchet for you. I had to make it a video because no address. Right. Yeah. You wanted to send me a trebuchet. I remember that. Gojirify, the women on Fox seem happy. They do seem happy and content. Yeah, they are. They're happy and content. They go home to husbands and all is well. They're not weirdos who have to pierce their face and cause themselves physical pain to feel anything, to dye their hair bright colors in order to stand out in the crowd, to et cetera, et cetera. Tim Riggs, thanks for $5. As the left continues to degenerate, and it is, more voices on the right are finding each other and audiences are finding them. Viva la Comicsgate. We owe that all to Doug. Doug TeNapel is a good advocate for Comicsgate. I think his book, Bigfoot Bill, which is in the description right now, if you have not yet pledged to Bigfoot Bill, you do need to go back that campaign and get your copy. It is hysterical, hilarious work from the creator of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, and I just already thank everyone for their generosity they've already shown. We're already 27 grand in, and I've got 454 backers. I want to increase the print run, so I'd like some more donors, but I'm happy with where it's at, and I'm super grateful. This is like an indie comic guy's dream.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh! All right, I have a favor to ask of the chat. All right, everyone knows Mike Zero. Mike Zero is a Star Wars YouTuber, and he is becoming my favorite YouTuber by far. Basically, Mike Zero, I don't know how old he is. I guess he's maybe 32 or so. He wears his baseball cap backwards. He stands in front of a dartboard with a single dart that's right in the middle, right in the center, like a bullseye. He's like, yeah, I'm Mike Zero. I hit the bullseye every time, or at least once, and I left it there. And he talks about Star Wars, and he makes predictions based on nothing. And he says, please do subscribe if you want future Star Wars content. All right, that's Mike Zero. Every single video, and let me find him here. Guys, vamp for me so I can find Mike Zero.
Okay. Hey, Mitch is in the room.
Hi, Mitch.
Hey,
Mitch is here.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Mitch?
It's been a while.
Are you
Hang on,
drawn?
bro.
Are you drawn, Mitch, today?
I am coloring and helping Elizabeth. We have one last big contract to fulfill before things get rolling, so I'm working on that.
Blow it, get it out of the way.
Yep.
You got to get it out of the way. All right. How you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I haven't talked to you in a little while. I would like to talk to you every day.
Oh, let's do it.
Every day. You know, people are saying, like, I haven't seen Mitch on the show. Did Ethan and Mitch have a falling out? The answer to that question is no, not at all. I understand they're busy, but we are Comicsgate. We are brothers, and it's important that we hang out. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I'm putting a link in the chat right now. It's to a YouTube video by Mike Zero. Now, Mike Zero does Star Wars content. He does 5 videos a day, and he does. And he says, this first comment is, join the like side of the force by giving this video a thumbs up. Let's reach 5,000 likes, dear friends. He has 126,000 subscribers, and he has never once reached 500 likes. Never once. Never once. I see it happen. All he wants is 500 likes. He doesn't get 500 likes. I like Mike Zero. D's says Mike Zero. No. I like Mike Zero. I want my subscribers, please, to go to the video link that I put in the description. He calls you dear friends. He says, let's reach 500 likes, dear friends. Dear friends, go to that link, click the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. I want to see him get to 500 likes, and I want to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen when he does get there, but I want to see it happen. So if you wouldn't mind, please do me that favor, dear friends, and please subscribe to Comic Artist Pro Secrets for future Star Wars content. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, I just gave him a like.
Thank you. That's all I ask. You know, we do monkey business around here, but we do nice monkey business. Let me turn that off. We do friendly monkey business. We want people to be happy. If we do pull practical jokes, it's to make people happy and not sad. So we want to make sure that Mike Zero gets 500 likes on a video. Pedro and Tune says he'll cry just like Matt. I hope not. I don't want to cry like Matt. That's disgusting. All right.
Yeah, somebody came into my chat while I was streaming and said that you were telling people that I was a crier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I spotted that too. I'm a crier too, by the way.
First of all,
Mike, you can come out. You can come out and just start sobbing. Let's talk about the soldiers. Here comes.
Let me address this accusation. I did not say that you were a crier. Someone in my chat did, and I read it and said, they said Mike cries all the time, and I said, Mike who? Like Mike Zero, and then I realized no, they probably meant Mike Miller, and yeah, you want to talk about that? You want
to wait? Get a Kleenex. Get a box first.
I don't know. Do you want to get serious?
Yeah, you all right?
Have any of you guys had any like serious tragedy in your families or anything?
Oh my God, this is gonna get like that. Mitch,
this is show killer. This is my show.
Well,
dude,
no,
does anybody have any funny family tragedies that they'd like to
funny
share?
family tragedies? No, it resets your gauge on what makes you cry. I got to the point where I was crying watching The Last Samurai.
Wow.
Because it's about another white guy who's pretending to be Japanese. I can see why you related to that.
No, but if you have something happen, it sets your, you build up a skin, through your life as a man. And if something like that happens to you, it just kind of knocks your gauge down, and then you have to build it back up because weird things will set you off. But I haven't cried on stream.
So what do we have to do to get you to cry? What can we talk about to get you? I think it'd be a good test to see if we can get going now.
Can we make Mike cry?
I think Ethan's the only one that has cried on stream.
Yeah, I didn't cry. I teared up.
Oh,
I teared up. There's a big difference between
semantics.
I got something in my eye, Ethan.
Yeah.
I got $500,000 in my eye.
I teared up. I did not officially cry. I didn't go like Monday Matt. Like that's
well, no, I'm not. I'm just talking about your tear ducts. Yeah, I lost my nephew a few years ago, and it resets your tear ducts. It's not like I was blubbering while I was watching Last Samurai. It's just like, the tears come and there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's weird.
And after that, you started crying more at other emotional stuff or sentimental stuff or tragedy?
I was watching some old Earthworm Jim stuff and I was just like,
oh man, I cried. Did you see how bad that animation was? We had like 240 grand an episode on that thing.
I thought it looked good.
We still have it on VHS somewhere around here.
It was a dog food production, so it looked okay to the audience, but I was an animation nut, so to me it looked terrible. And
yeah, well, we're never gonna go back to the 24 frames a second.
No, full animation
standard. Yeah,
Warner
that was
Brothers
so great, man. Glorious.
Warner Brothers Animation, they had a high frame rate, but they dealt with the limitations of production by only having like 2 characters on screen, and they were always. So they'd only have 1 character or 2 characters on screen, and they tended to be waist up. So that's why they did a lot of dialogue that way. With 2 guys doing like a vaudeville shtick, it saved money. I'm a Warner Brothers knob.
Man, I love those old Looney Tunes cartoons.
Yeah,
I love them. You know what I love? I love Popeye. The first year of Popeye cartoons. The
Fleischer Brothers. Fleischer Brothers. Like when he'd talk to himself, you're like, he just mumbled.
That's who Rainbow Brute is. Yeah. Like I'm like establishing Rainbow Brute's personality. He's an Irish, version of Popeye. You know, that's it. Some people are like, I want to do the voice of Rainbow. You have to be you have to have a thick Irish accent. You have to mutter under your breath. Like that's who, and I realized that's who Rainbow Brute was. He's old Popeye, original Popeye. Hey, Mike, somebody in the chat would like to know, William Jenkins for $10 says, I'm curious, what was yours and Mike's first comic book you remember buying as a kid? Mine was Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War in 1996. What about yours, Mike?
Mine was 1980, and it was that sideways issue of Fantastic Four by John Byrne.
That was good.
I bought about I don't know if it was 79 or 80. I bought the Micronauts series, issues 1 to 20, and it had a Ant-Man in it, and I just loved the Micronauts toys, and that's what got me into. I bought a Star Wars comic before that too, but really, Micronauts was the one that I collected before. Was the first I collected with my own money.
The first comic book that I remember buying, I was 3 years old, and it was Winnie the Pooh, and it was violent. It was very violent. There was a scene where Piglet, I don't know, was running by Winnie the Pooh and tripped and smacked himself into a wall and flattened himself. Now, I was 3 years old. Seeing Piglet flattened against the wall was very upsetting to me. Very upsetting. I was like, what the fuck? This isn't Disney? And that's what I remember. But I also got a lot of Superman comic books. You know, back then, there seemed to be, I remember
that Winnie the Pooh was probably done by Simon Bisley.
Oh, you think so? Did he ever actually draw Winnie the Pooh? And are you joking?
I'm joking. It'd be awesome if he did, though. That's why it was so violent. It's like, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I only have a handful of comics that I had before my dad made me sell my collection at the end of 7th grade because I failed AP English. But I was digging through the garage and I found this. I actually bought this in 1983.
Whoa.
Cool. How about that? Hey, guys.
Funny having something for that long.
Dear friends, could you please go and give a thumbs up to Mike Zero's Star Wars Episode 9, Anakin Skywalker, Potential Spoilers and More Part 2 video. The link is in the description below. All you have to do is click that link, go over to Mike Zero's video, and click a thumbs up. We've stalled out at 273 likes. We need to get to 500 likes. That's all he's asking for. He says, join the like side of the force by giving this video a thumbs up, smiley face. Let's reach 500 likes, dear friends. He says that in all caps. We are going to make that happen for Mike Zero. He's never had it happen before, as close as I can tell. We're going to make it happen today. Mike Zero is a great guy with a baseball cap on backwards. I haven't done that since the 90s. I miss it. Do you still wear a baseball cap backwards ever? I mean, is that something you guys do?
No.
I get skin cancer, so I have to have the bill going forward.
Yeah, I think it's when you get old, you just kind of go, you know. Well, Mike Zero wears it backwards. He's got a dartboard. And I would like it very much if you guys would do me that favor. I'd really appreciate it. You'd make me feel cool. You'd make me feel like the Fandom Menace can do great things if you'll just go click. Oh, we're at 290 now. If you just go click that thumbs up. And while you're at it, there's another link in the description for Bigfoot Bill. Bigfoot Bill Indiegogo by Doug Tenaple right now. It's got 25 days left. You want to get your copy. You want to back a copy, back the campaign and get your copy of Bigfoot Bill now. It's at $27,801 right now. It jumped up a little bit. I think we sold a couple copies, but we would like to sell a couple more. So let's see if we can get that to 28,000. Let me read a couple. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? How's Red Rooster going? Let's talk about Red Rooster a little bit here.
Red Rooster's going great. We've got, I think, 6 days left on Indiegogo. So 6 days left for the campaign, and that's it. Yeah. Stuff's going to be gone.
Red Rooster, it's been up there for, it's in its second month.
It's in its second month.
Red Rooster's at $147,639. I'm going to be putting that link in the description right now. That is something to be proud of. If you haven't yet backed Red Rooster, you've only got 6 days to do so. So make sure that you get it. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Doug is doing this, but I do know that Mitch is. We are going to create trading cards that all match. So if you have backed Red Rooster, the link is now in the description, by the way. If you have backed Red Rooster, you're going to get a Red Rooster trading card that will match the set that comes with Cyberfrog Blood Honey, that comes with Jawbreakers, I believe, Iron Sights. I believe Nasser's going to have one.
Well, um, I had asked around and a while ago, and nobody knew what was up. So I just went and ordered my own, and then like a few days ago, everybody's like, "Yeah, let's all match," and so I already have mine in hand. And
You'll
mine,
redo them. You'll throw those in as a bonus.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm at
Couldn't hurt.
27,800 with 455 backers. If I can get up a few more backers, if I hit 30,000, I'll put a stretch goal in first of a trading card and make it low enough that we'll hit it.
Darth Hamer says EVS Mike Zero has 83.5 million views. I think he's doing okay. He's not asking for views, Darth Hamer. He's asking for thumbs up and likes. I mean, I understand he's got 83.5 million views, but could you just do him a favor and click thumbs up on his video?
I did. I was 318.
Oh, I'm glad. Oh, really? Is it that far? Let's see. That's all. I just want you guys to just do me one favor. Just do me one favor. Why can't you?
Seriously,
300
there's 1,000 people in here.
347 thumbs up. We're 153 thumbs up away from Mike Zero's goal of 500 thumbs up on a video. People don't click thumbs up on his video, even though he does ask, which is concerning to me. I want to see him succeed
How
gloriously.
many thumbs up do you have? You have 412 thumbs up. You have 1,041 people watching. Come on, people.
Yeah, but I
Is
do
it that
get.
much to ask?
If you look at my videos, though, I don't really ask for thumbs up, but we get them. I don't think I've had a video that's been under 500 thumbs up before. I don't think that's ever happened.
Oh, Justin McClure says it says 420.
Are we at 420 now?
We're getting different accounts.
This might be. He might be looking at a different video. This is the video that I put, unless it jumped up big time. It's at 363.
Oh, maybe they're referring to yours.
Mine has 420 likes. Okay.
Right.
465. Yeah, blaze that thumbs up. Absolutely. I like Mike Zero. Mike Zero, I'm going to try to get him on the High Council. There are a bunch of Star Wars YouTubers, and they all have kind of distinctive personalities. I want them to all be on the High Council and talk about, Star Wars.
Ugnaughts.
Yeah. Arisha Hannibal says, I'm so proud you're the first comic book I bought, EVS.
Wow.
Hey, thank you, Arisha Hannibal. Appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Salvator, Uncle E, I met a comic shop owner who claimed to know you and said your older brother is also a comic book artist. Can you confirm works that he's done? I don't have an older brother. I am the oldest boy in the family. I have a younger brother. I have four brothers. And Noah is the second youngest, and he is a comic book artist. Works that he's done. He has a book called Blammo. He's kind of an underground cartoonist guy. He did a biography of young Abraham Lincoln called The Hypo, and a bunch of other things. Just look up Noah Van Sciver, and you'll see he's kind of like Robert. What's that guy's name from? The guy who draws the big booty.
Leafield?
Mark Crumb.
Robert Crumb. Kind of Robert Crumb. If you like that kind of thing, you will enjoy Noah Van Sciver's work. All right, so we've got Red Rooster in. Red Rooster is in the description as well, guys. We want to see that hit 48 today. It's not too far away from 148. It's not too far away. We're looking. No, do you? Oh, I keep thinking you're done. I'm like Nasser's not in there either because.
No, I'm still
Oh
open
my God.
for another 3 weeks. Actually, I can close it anytime I want. But
Yeah, you ended your campaign, but you
the
left.
campaign is over. Yeah, the in-demand store is still on.
Good.
I'm like one sale away from 75,000.
Ethan, why didn't you
great.
leave your store open? Your Indiegogo store. You just wanted to cut it off?
Yeah, I wanted to cut it off. Here's how I feel about that, guys. I feel like you do need to limit the time that people have to get on board with this. You have to limit it because it's a limited edition project.
Yeah. But you got a full print run. I got to get a print run in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, due to 2 months, I left it open for 2 months, but after that, it's like you're gonna know Rainbow Brute is gonna be open for 2 months, and then it's closed. So you've got to be prepared for it. You got to be ready, or else it's like a movie. This is the first run, so you're gonna have to wait until it comes out on DVD if you didn't see it in the theater. And that's kind of my marketing philosophy of Indiegogo. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it is. I don't know. I like limited edition things. I like that. It makes people realize that it's like they've got something limited that not everyone has, and that's helpful.
Yeah, on mine, I'm sort of doing it because I needed the money quicker. I'm doing I did the 30-day campaign. I'm planning on doing a 30-day store and then leaving it, turning it off, and then having 30 days of nothing until I start another campaign after another month.
Everyone is saying, let's get Mike Sniffles Miller to $75,000. So you now have a new nickname, Mike. You get memed on almost as bad as I do. Mitch doesn't get memed on at all.
I can't say anything.
I get memed on. I get the unicorn. I get the unicorns aren't in the Bible blasphemy.
Oh yeah, I got yelled at about that, and I said I didn't even express an opinion. They're like, "You're a stupid Mormon," blah blah blah. I was like, I didn't say. All I did was let Mike and I let Doug talk about unicorns being biblical. I didn't say. I offered no. And for some reason, that got planted onto me. Like I was the one. I don't know. You guys are the biblical scholars. If you want to know about the Book of Mormon, I'll be ringing your doorbell, but I can't. I can't.
I started even getting some overflow of your pie damage that they're throwing at you. I started getting some pie stuff on my comments on my channel.
Yeah, well, everyone likes pie. Yeah,
so much pie.
Ethan, I'm definitely going to put. There will be a slice of pie in Bigfoot Bill, and everyone will know what it means. It's not. I'm not going to point it out or talk about it. It's going to be there in the background. It'll be like count the pies.
Mitch, how do you feel about pie? You want to talk about that for a little while?
Well, I think we should have a pie throwing contest when we have our convention. People love to throw pies.
People do like to throw pies. Yeah.
How much security are we going to hire at this convention, Ethan?
Enough. Did you guys get the same message that I did from this guy who wants to throw a big convention down here in Philly right off the dock?
Yeah.
Zach is like, I think it's too premature. In December, he's nuts. That sounds great.
Is he going to put it on? He's going to put it on?
He's just waiting for us to kind of say, hey, yeah, he's going to put it on. He's
at the Dave and Buster's thing, right?
Yeah, he's going to take all the risk. He's going to hopefully reap the rewards, but we're going to get flown in. We're going to get tables. We'll get the opportunity to meet fans, party with fans, and it would actually be legit. People in the chat understand we have gotten an invitation by a very serious investor, we believe. I mean, I don't think he's a clown, but he seemed very serious to me, to put on the first Comicsgate convention party at Dave & Buster's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Everybody would be invited to come out. Obviously, I'm sure there'd be a door fee so this guy could recoup his costs. But everybody would be there. I would be there because it's right over the bridge. All Comicsgaters would be there. You'd be able to buy prints. You'd be able to buy copies of the book, presumably. It's in December, so Cyberfrog will be ready. Most of the books will be out and in print. You can come meet us, get things signed.
Did you say when in December?
Early December, he said. Early December, so I'm thinking first, second week of December.
I'm in Japan first week of December.
Any Hana's training?
Now, how's your father says, I smell an ambush. Yeah, that's it. We go to the Dave & Buster's and then the ninjas come out of the walls. And
yeah, but if he pays for my flight, I'd go out there and play games at least. So you'll know he's serious if he picks up your flight.
He is. Flight and hotel. He's got the hotel already arranged. He's got all that stuff. He's ready to go.
We're gonna get killed. We're gonna get killed.
I don't think so. I think that they're they're normal people in this industry. I think this sounds like an okay idea. I think it sounds like fun. I don't know how attendance would be. That's my concern. But I think if we put it on, some fans would show up, and at the very least, we'd have a good time. So I'm ready to drink and play video games.
Well, how do you know to trust this guy? Because I felt it was just a little bit fishy.
You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You just gotta talk to the guy and feel him out. Cecil's here. Feel him out.
Hello.
Hi, Cecil.
Hello. How are you guys? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kind of jumping in cold, so you could just ignore me and let me catch up.
Cecil, we're talking about the gentleman who has created the idea of Comicsgate, the convention. He's invited everyone involved with Comicsgate to basically appear and sign autographs at Dave & Buster's in Philadelphia, right off the docks. It's a very, very nice venue. Very nice venue. And it would be basically the first convention, first of many, presumably, conventions, and an opportunity for us to meet with our fans. How do you feel about that?
I feel it's very convenient for you because you live 5 minutes from Philly.
No, I love it. Like, I'm the only one who's like, yeah, that's great. That works for me completely.
Listen, I'm a liberal, so I'm not going to be attacked. But when there's Antifa people attack, they attacked that woman in Philadelphia just recently, Candace something.
Well, here's I actually believe that we'd be okay, and I think that we would have security enough to protect the daintier members of Comicsgate. I'm not worried about it. I think it'd be good.
Okay.
I think it would be good if we did.
I like Philadelphia. I went and saw Roger Waters there. He did the wall a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I like Philadelphia too. It's a good town. It seems like a good place for everybody.
I'm just kidding. I wasn't really afraid of Antifa. I'm just fucking around, to be honest with you.
I'm afraid of them. Did you see that Denver Antifa like in the mountains training?
They did look.
Oh my god.
You don't want to run into that group.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Hey, I'm over 75,000.
All right.
Hey, congrats.
Boom.
It's terrific.
Congratulations, man.
Those
That's great.
Antifa guys
Nice.
training though look like they were certified public accountants.
Wait, was that a put on or was that real? I thought that was a gag.
It might have been a gag. Like, it's hard to. That's the thing. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Did you ever see the video of them? Not them. Those particular people, but going out and practicing shooting.
Yes, I
It's
did.
like
That
they're
was very
completely
sad.
afraid of the guns when they're.
Yeah, they had to go out. They had to go out and order guns. They had to steal their dad's guns because none of them have a weapon.
That was very sad. I'm trying to find the email that was sent over here about this, and we could read it and figure out if it's something that we wanted to do.
I'll come down there. It's Philadelphia's a quick jump for me. It's not bad.
I probably deleted it. It's typical. Yeah, but it would be.
Do they get
It would be
unlimited
cool.
gameplay on the games?
Well, that's that's ground level, like our expectation, of course. Like
Okay. I do have some demands.
Yeah, I would like to play Super Pac-Man all day long, and people can like give me a book to sign while I'm playing Super Pac-Man. Just I can do both.
Dave & Buster's has like a 4-player Pac-Man. We could get all of us on there. It'd be great.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You get the power pellet, and and it's versus. You score against each other. You gotta get the highest score. You gotta eat the most dots.
Hey,
I will
Ethan,
say
are
this.
you gonna be on for a while?
Yeah.
I got to bump off for a bit.
Are you gonna-
He's gonna cry. He's gonna
I'm
cry.
not gonna go cry. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, well, he just came in and
75,000.
yeah, he came in and took $75,000 and then hit the road. That is that's love him and leave him, Mike Sniffles Miller. Good to have him with us for a little while. Let me read a couple super chats if you guys don't mind. I appreciate you guys, says that hostile over there. I backed all your books. Getting to know the guys behind the talent has been life-changing. Thank you. So it has. The Forge says, hey, Ethan, I love the Booker T intro.
That was cool.
Was it cool? I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And everyone's
No,
like,
I loved it. That was
"Holy
awesome. You're not a wrestling fan. That's
Yeah.
why. That's a big deal. That's a five-time champion.
That's what he told me many times.
Tell
And he,
everyone.
yeah. Andrew was impressed with him. I mean, he got it right the first time. I wrote him out the little script. Now it's
Nobody
confusing
gets
some
comic
people.
artist pro secret right the first time.
He said comic book artist. I have the outtake in case I ever want to show it. But like people were very
Yeah, he
impressed.
seems like a
Now,
guy you
people
might
are-
want to fuck with and show his outtakes.
I don't. Oh, he was so funny, and
He's a
but he
good
was
guy.
just like people in the chat are like, hey, that guy. We have a Booker T. Is the real Booker T in Comicsgate? Is that what that is? And that's why. No, that was the joke. Booker T, a guy named Booker T, pretending to be Booker T, is in our chat, and so I had an opportunity to meet Booker T, and I decided to go ahead and make that intro, just to troll our community. But everyone enjoyed it, so that is.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I did too. Mike Zero is at 386 likes. That's good. We're getting there. We just need to get. I don't know why we can't get over that 400 hump. I don't know why we can't do it. Red Rooster, we're selling a couple books here. That's a good thing. 147, 674 right now. So we sold a couple. Let's get it to 700. Go to Red Rooster if you haven't backed it yet. Go ahead and do that, please. That would be a good idea. And yeah, smash that like button now. Silicon Dave is happy with that Booker T intro. He says it's amazing. Did you see it, Doug?
I did not. Do you have it?
I have it. I don't know if I can play it, honestly. I shouldn't even bring it up.
Can you guys explain why everybody's saying crying in the chat? What's about crying? What was that about?
They were talking about Mike Miller. He was about to just fall apart and start crying on everybody.
Yeah, Mike is crying lately. He's a cry.
Is he part of Denver Antifa? Is he part of that crew?
Whoa. I'm going to start calling him John Cryer from now on, I think.
Ducky. Call him Ducky.
John Cryer.
Ducky.
Ikari Press. Hey, how you doing? Do you want to come in? Antonio's here. Ethan, try zinc and Theraflu. Feel better, buddy.
Feel butter. Like
always got butter on. I saw, by the way, Doug was on with Nurkish the other day, and they had a really fantastic live stream. It was good.
Hey, Cecil, you missed me with Rob Paulson on today, and I deleted the video by accident.
You're old.
I had one of the greatest voice actors of all time, and I just realized I totally blew it. But yeah, the Nurkish one is one of my top. That's probably my top. He and Mike Nelson and I, and then you guys did it. That was on White Noise. I looked on my Google's search, and White Noise, my show I did with Nurkish, started showing up in my search engine. So I know it's doing good.
It was a good interview. I didn't hear the one with Mike Nelson, but I heard the one you did, just you and Nurkic. And even though you did both badmouthed me and said this is a good interview because Cecil's not here, who wrecks everything. I did notice.
I would never say that.
You said it.
I wouldn't say that.
I would feel it. I don't know.
I would laugh at it. Yeah.
No, you said it. You said I was chaos, and I'd come in and I'd destroy.
You're not chaos now though, because you sound sober.
I'm drinking a glass of whiskey, but I'm pretty sober. Also, and Ethan, if I may interject for a moment about the other day, you were talking about how Christian Bale is your Batman, but they never had the right women for him. I 1,000% agree with you. They had those Katie Holmes and what the hell Gallanthal. What are they? Bruce Wayne getting yelled at by Katie. I agree with you so much.
Yeah, and that second one, she looked like an Ugnaught in a wig. I don't know why.
Yeah, what that's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
And can I just even say, I'll tell you what makes it even worse. If you remember in the plot of the movie, she gave the note to Alfred where she rejected Bruce Wayne, and then Alfred burned it and never told Bruce Wayne to spare his feelings. But on top of all that, Maggie Gyllenhaal she cucked him out for Harvey Dent. I couldn't take it. That was the only bad thing I hated about that whole trilogy was just the handling of Bruce Wayne's women. He's a cocksman. He should have hot chicks like that.
And cucked by these ugly women.
Yes. But the other one had Kim Basinger and Michelle Pfeiffer. This guy's losing a battle over Maggie Gyllenhaal. Give me a fucking break.
It's funny because it's true.
I'm bringing Antonio Bryson. Antonio, the link is in your thing now. So I gotta find his book and get the link on that. Sorry, guys.
Cecil, are you gonna come on my show?
Yeah, I'm gonna come on your show.
Just me and you. I'm doing one-on-one.
You want to do one-on-one with Cecil?
What about just me and Doug?
I am because I'm gonna pin him down. I don't want Nurkish backing him up.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
We're gonna get the mask off.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to have Cecil on one-on-one. I mean, I like Cecil, but I need to be in a safe room with other adults. It's going to be the
Cecil show, the Cecil episode, the Cecil show of the Doug Show.
Mike wants to go full Oprah on me and just break me down to my core.
Oh my God, could you make Cecil cry?
I don't know. That takes some work. I got to find out more about him before I can get in there and full.
I've had girls. I'm not going to lie. I've had girls who have made me cry before. But in my defense, they had pepper spray.
I'll be
Yeah,
the
See, that's the old one too. Hey, Antonio Bryce is in the chat. Antonio Bryce is Comicsgate. He's totally awesome. Here's why I like Antonio Bryce. There's some people on Twitter lately. First of all, Antonio, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic, sir. Thank you for inviting me.
You are quite welcome. And let me explain why. Antonio, I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen it. I've seen people on Twitter talking about me and saying weird things. Like Ethan's never going to give me backup on my project. I don't know their projects. You know what I mean?
That's what I was telling him.
Yeah, I don't know what anyone's talking about. Like I'm just sitting here. Yeah, I live in my little world. I got my friends. I got my Mitch. I got my Mike S. Miller. I got Nurkish and Cecil. I got Doug Tenaple, and I've got Antonio. And the reason why Antonio was brought into the fold is because Antonio was making a great video. Antonio made a video, and I think it had my name in the title. That's how I found it, because I searched myself on Google. And he was like making gumbo. He was showing you how to make gumbo. I don't know how to fucking make gumbo, but Antonio does. And he was making gumbo, and he's like, I'm making gumbo, and I'm watching my Comicsgate Live with Ethan Van Sciver and the boys.
And Cecil.
And I was, and Cecil. Cecil's a boy. He doesn't act like it, but he is. He's one of the boys. And oh my gosh, it's like that's how to do it. I saw that and I just went, this guy's clearly Comicsgate. He's not pretending to be Comicsgate. He's not looking for my attention. He is Comicsgate, and he's got something. So I reached out to him. I just said, hey, how you doing? Watched a couple more of his videos. I like him. He's a genuine person. His book looks legitimately good. He's got real art. He's got real talent. Brought him in. Simple as that. You want to come on and promote? Yeah, I would. And here's the thing about Antonio. He's like, but I work. Like, there are only 2 days out of the week that I'd be able to do it. I love that, too. I like that, too.
He's making gumbo.
So Antonio,
any man that can cook. I like men that can cook.
He's making gumbo. I'm just like, and he's explaining how he's doing it while he's doing it.
Doug, you're right up the road from me, brother. You're in Franklin. I'm in Murfreesboro, man.
Oh, man, we're going to have a beer and cigars hard right now.
I love it. Love it. All right, so let's see. Where is Brand at right now? Listen, Antonio isn't where he needs to be. He's got $7,124. Antonio is grateful for that. I mean, Antonio was like, whoa. But he's only at 47% of his fixed goal, which is $15,000. So you want to get a copy.
Though. It was only a week, though. That was like, hey, to raise $7,000 in 1 week, I am very, very grateful.
Do you hear that? That's why Antonio is comics.
Antonio, you have a comic book?
I'm going in. What's the comic called?
It's called Brand. The link is in the description right now.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and fund. Like Antonio's like, yeah, I'm at 47% of goal. It took me a week to get there, but that's a lot of money, and I'm grateful for that. The guy deserves to be funded.
Right.
So go in there, check out his book. The good news is his book actually looks good. It's a lot of McFarlane influence in the art, a lot of Brian Boland influence in the art. That's me. That's what I like. So go ahead and back Brand by Antonio Bryce. Let's make this guy's dream come true. All his dream is simply to put out a comic book. He wants to give you a comic book to read. That's his dream. So Antonio, you have. Oh, they're asking for the 1 minute pitch. 1 minute pitch. Does somebody have a clock, a timer, or do I have to do it?
Nasser was the master of the 1 minute pitch.
Yeah. I got a clock here on one of my 700 iPads. Stopwatch. Okay. Antonio, you have to talk. No, I'm going to make it 2 minutes. 1 minute isn't enough. Antonio, we're going to test your radio skills, your talk radio skills. Okay?
All right.
All right. You're going to have 2 minutes that nobody's going to interrupt you. You're going to talk nonstop for 2 minutes about your comic book, and you are going to sell it to the people in the crowd. There are 1,138 people. By the way, that's a Lucasfilm number, 1138. You are going to sell your comic to those 1,138 people, and if you do a good job, you have 2 minutes. They are going to throw money at you. I believe it. All right, so I'm going to hit start, and I'm going to stop you at 2 minutes. Ready?
All right.
All right. Go.
All right. Brand is about a sexy redhead named Dawn Craven, and she happens to stumble upon this guy named David, who apparently is not human, but she does not know that. And he has this crazy floating mask that is named Penance. And together they all go around and they fight supernatural creatures. They fight werewolves, ghosts, vampires, demons, angels, anyone that steps out of line. And there's another group called the Covenant, and they are trying to bring this other crazy creature called Deus into our world. And of course, the Cravens are trying to stop them, and then they're trying to work on their marriage while they're having marital problems and all that stuff. So there is a lot of craziness going on, and it's fun. It's fun. It's brand. I'm pretty sure that's not 2 minutes, but that's what the world is about.
You did it right because you did it short. I just went in. I'm in. And you can draw. What the hell are you? What are you doing in Tennessee? And you can draw.
What?
I can't.
Antonio,
Yes.
work the biblical angle you were doing with Cain and Abel on your Indiegogo. That'll go over big with the Doug crew.
Well, yeah, I was on stream with Mike, and I started mentioning, the brand is about the mark of Cain. All the hunters in my story have the mark of Cain, and it helps give them supernatural powers and protection against the supernatural. But yeah, some people are weirded out by that. But I knew that the religious aspects would offend some people. But I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just taking what we know about religion and kind of twisting it a little bit. And
oh, you're my guy, man. You are my guy,
dude. He's
my
just
language.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes is about to end now. Okay, well, you did okay. You did okay, Antonio. you kind of stalled out at 1 minute 9 seconds. But what happened was you went from 47% funded to 49% funded. And let me just click that one more time and just see if it went up.
It's going up. It's still going up.
Still going up. I'm still. I haven't.
Oh, okay. You guys in the chat, the link is in the description.
Yeah, go to Indiegogo, look up Brand by Antonio Bryce, BRICE.
And Cain and White.
Well, it's in the description. The link is straight in the description. Brand by Antonio Bryce and Cain and White. Michael in the chat goes, Ethan's too harsh. No, I told him, Antonio, I don't mean to be harsh. You know that. I love Uncle Ethan is firm but fair. I told Antonio to talk for 2 minutes. Did I not?
My mouth is dry. I'm a Southerner.
I would say Ethan is definitely fair. I don't know how firm he is. He looks a little.
Yeah, well,
I always told him pitching to leave him wanting more. Like you don't have to run out your time. You throw down.
Well, okay, all right. Well, listen. I don't think 2 minutes is too long to talk, and I'm going to ask you to do it in 1 second, Doug, and you're going to have to do 2 minutes as well.
Oh man!
So let me just see where we're at. Okay, so Brand by Antonio Bryce, $7,320. Let's get him up to 75. Let's get him up to 50% funded. I mean, can you guys do that? That's $180 that we need to do. Ro Kabir's in the chat. He says Caesar is judicious. Yes, I just asked. Oh, Mike Zero is at 399 likes. We need 101 more likes from Mike Zero. That link is also in the description. Just go to that link and click like and come on right back. I mean, that's all we're trying to do is just get it to 500.
Is it in Indiegogo? I don't see it.
No, it's not in Indiegogo. It's just his YouTube.
Oh, got it. I see it.
Video. He desperately, he's like, my dear friends, please let's get it to 500 likes, and he never gets.
Well, he has 126,000 subscribers. What's the problem?
He doesn't get 500 likes on a video, and that's what he's asking for. That's all. If you look at his comments, his first comment is from him. It says, "Dear friends, hit that like button, please. Let's get it to 500 likes," and he never gets it there.
He kind of looks like one of the Beastie Boys or like their cousin. Or something.
A bit, yeah, he does.
I never saw him before.
Well, that's because you don't follow Star Wars YouTubers. But if you click like on that, that's going to be a good thing. All right, so Doug, now you were harshly critical just now of Antonio Bryce's 2 minute rant. Yeah. Harshly critical.
I hate the guy already. I already hate him.
Really? The hate is real. Let the hate flow through you.
He's in Tennessee, so come on, the guy. It's we're a bunch of rednecks.
Okay, see now, I want you to show this redneck Antonio Bryce how it's done. Okay. You have 2 minutes to sell Doug TeNaples' Bigfoot bill. I'm going to say go, and you have to talk nonstop. Nobody's going to interrupt you. Nobody's going to save you.
Okay.
You have to save Bigfoot Bill. I'm going to say,
will save you.
yeah, I'm not. Well, I mean, when I say stop, that means stop, but you have to keep talking until I say stop.
All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bigfoot Bill is about a guy who finds this floating mass to fight the mark of. He has the mark of Cain. Makes him.
All right,
this
so
is
you
how you
basically
make- this is
crapped
how you
out
make
at 13
gumbo.
seconds.
He's not taking it
Rice.
seriously.
First you
13
put rice,
seconds.
then you add that sausage, whatever that sausage is called. It's beautiful. No, Bigfoot Bill is a cryptozoological fantasy action adventure. How's that? It's about a Bigfoot named Bill who's an idiot, and he's been raised in this top secret government facility called the Cryptozone. And that's the only life he's ever known. So he has like the mind of a child, and he doesn't know his own strength. And one day he finds the finger of Poseidon, which controls the Kraken, and he sticks it on the gauntlet on his arm, and he gains control of the Kraken, and he wears the Kraken as a suit. So the Kraken forms over him, and he has these octopus arms and super strength and a bunch of other abilities, like he can swim really fast in water, but he can like bust, solid metal with his tentacles. And he's a real, he's got a real good heart, even though everyone's been really bad to him. But he breaks out of this government facility and he spills out on the streets of LA. And he learns about kind of the day-to-day living of where to get good Mexican food. He watches TV. He ends up sleeping on the couch of one of these government agents who's afraid of just getting fired, because if anyone finds out that he's hiding Bigfoot Bill, they're both in trouble. And a bunch of other weird creatures in this first book is going to cover. The first arc is going to be the Mothman has also escaped. And the Mothman is basically a kind of a demon who wants to destroy people. And Bigfoot Bill ends up going on the side of people to fight his own to recapture the Mothman, is kind of the plot of the first one. He has a couple of sidekicks. He's got John Loch Ness is
Stop.
the wise.
Done. 2 minutes, and you are you did gain. Let me see where you're at here, buddy.
Dude,
you were at 27.
Yeah.
Hold on. He was at $27,801 after he pitched it to the people of Comicsgate. $28,153. So we just.
Oh man, thanks guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna do you right.
Great work. Let me flip it over. Let me see Brandon, where Brand is at. Oh my God, dude, I can already see. Antonio is just charming him. $7,978. He is just $20-something away from $8,000. Good job. That is the result of effective marketing. Now, we have somebody in our group who is very quiet. He's a gentleman. He's straight out of GQ.
His name is Cecil.
No.
Finally, a little bit of respect from this guy. Thank you.
No, not you. Yeah.
You know him as Dick in Comics. He's a gentleman.
I'm selling something too. I have a T-shirt for sale. Since we're fucking all selling shit right now.
Well, we're not. We're not selling your T-shirt. We are selling Red Rooster Golden Age. So
John Malin is in the chat too.
Oh shit! Hey, John Malin, how you doing?
I see John
Hey,
Malin.
everybody. Hey, I was hearing Doug talk his pitch for Bigfoot Bill, and I was wondering, is this an autobiography?
Oh, all my books are.
Okay.
All of them. It's the story of my life.
Yeah, good heart, moved to LA. Yeah.
Escape from a government facility.
I'm an idiot with superpowers.
Bigfoot is shorter than Duck.
It's true. I'm
by the way,
6'8".
Mike Zero has. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking over everyone. Mike Zero has 438 likes. By the way, thank you, chat. You guys are really coming through for Comicsgate. You're really coming through for Mike Zero. You really did come through for Doug Naples' Bigfoot Bill. Bigfoot Bill is at 28,100. Is it still no $188? We just sold another copy.
Oh yeah.
And let me just check Brand one more time, because the sales are just coming in. I mean, they're just.
I'm gonna work hard for you guys. Here's some art. I just inked this today. This is Hades dying on his bed. Look at this.
Okay.
I'm inking it. You see that, my friend? I'm telling you, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have cigars right here in Tennessee. We're gonna do a show, man.
Yeah,
Well,
if you're a gentleman, if you're a gentleman, that means you like your gin neat. Is that not correct? That's what
You better believe it, man. Don't you dare water down my gin with an ice cube. Get this garbage out.
I do like Ice Cube, the rapper, but other than
We
that,
prefer Dr. Dre.
I got whiskey over here, my friend, and I've got a backyard patio. We're gonna have cigars and we're gonna have some whiskey or Swisher Sweets if you prefer.
Ethan, your theme song, Ethan. Ethan's theme song is an Ice Cube song.
Well, it's actually Dre. It's NWA and Dre. Well, it's both of them. It's everybody.
No, it's
actually.
off of Ice Cube. It's off Ice Cube's album, but it was a reunion on Ice Cube's album.
Oh, okay.
That's an Ice Cube album. Yeah, just for the record.
MC Ren, Dre, and Cube, and I know Snoop joined to replace Easy on one song they did. So,
all I know is it's the wrong coast.
It is the wrong coast. Are we? East?
I do like Biggie better also. Sorry.
Brand by Antonio Bryce is now up to $8,258. I mean, look, he's at 55% of his goal. 55% of your goal. So you show up here, you pitch to people, you talk about your comic, boom, $8,258. That's great. Now I want to move on. Mitch has been watching these people try to pitch their comics. Mitch is just like, he's like, you know what? I am. Oh, by the way, Mitch's comic is now up to 147,744. Mitch is just like, yeah, we're gonna get it to 148, I think. Mitch is like, these guys don't know how to sell. They don't know how to talk. Mitch, can you pitch Red Rooster for 2 minutes straight?
I can, and I will.
I think you can too. I think you're gonna show these punk asses. Would you call them punk asses?
I want to hear Mitch call us a punk ass.
Can I pitch my T-shirt afterwards?
No, Mitch, would you please call them punk asses?
They're punk asses.
5, ready, Mitch? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, the Red Rooster is a vigilante folk hero in the fictional Americana 1930s, right? That's why we call it Red Rooster Golden Age. He is also the bearer of a mantle. So the Red Rooster is a mantle that's passed from one generation to the next, and it's sort of been this clandestine, top secret, secretive order, right, with a set of responsibilities and an ancient enemy that it has to battle. But Frank Cooper, the current bearer of the Red Rooster mantle, is maybe a bit unprepared for what he is in store for him. But he has taken this mantle and become a celebrity, right? He's like in this era of mass media, he's a celebrity. He has a team that he fights crime with, and they are at the height of their celebrity as a Coke or a cola named after him, and he's a spokesman for a brand. But it all comes to a head when one of these ancient villains of the Red Rooster legacy brings together all of Frank Cooper's nemesi into one big cabal to take him down once and for all, to wreck him and his friends, destroy everything that he loves, and destroy the mantle and the legacy of the Red Rooster once and for all. Is that 2 minutes?
Nope, 30 seconds.
That's dead air. Well, he has allies like Strong Boy Thurman, who's his protege, except he's not a boy anymore. Strong Boy is a man with his own set of ideals, and he's questioning Frank's leadership. We've got a couple of femme fatales in the story. It's going to have, handsome dudes and sexy ladies, and action and adventure and romance and allegories and metaphors and all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Done. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Good job, Mitch. And I think you mostly you kind of crapped out a little bit right around the 1 minute 30 second mark. But you did great. That was a great pitch. Everyone likes the pitch. Everyone digs the pitch. Back to Red Rooster. If you would like to back it, it is in the description right now. The link. It's very important. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Oh, did you bring me tea?
Hot tea.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. I would ask for a kiss, but I don't think I'm getting one. Not getting a kiss, but I did get some tea.
And it was hot tea.
Hot tea with honey. Yeah, thank you, babe. How's that turkey doing?
A little bit of Jack Daniels in it.
Turkey. Yeah. Little Jack Daniels.
Hot toddy. Put some honey in there.
Yeah,
Put a lot of Jack Daniels in it.
Yeah. Aunt Andrea, she's something else. She has something else. So the link to Red Rooster Golden Age is in the description. I know a lot of you have not yet backed Red Rooster Golden Age. It's one of the big ones. Red Rooster is the third most successful Indiegogo campaign of Comicsgate, and you want to get one of those, right? I mean, come on.
Of course.
People are asking how is the pie, or I mean turkey. There's no pie.
Turkey pot pie. Turkey pot pie. That's a thing.
That'd be good.
Oh, it'd be so good.
that would be very good. I love pot pie.
Hey, Danelle. Donald. Why do I want to call you Danelle?
What's
I
up,
want to
man?
call you Danelle. How you
I'm
doing?
good. How's everybody else doing?
I want to. Hi, Donald. Rogue Kabir got very upset, and I have to agree. Your name is Donald, but you just took the D off for no reason.
Yeah, it looks a lot more pretentious in print. So
It truly does. It's Donald.
I don't like it.
It's Donald.
Why would
It's
The
hard.
president's name is Donald, so I agree with taking the D off.
I
know
don't.
you're trying to distance yourself, which I agree with.
but he's trying to get closer to Rosie O'Donnell.
Taking a D off of your
Oh.
name makes you penisless. We don't want penislessness. We want the D. You got to have the D, Donald. I want you to now change your name back to Donald Delay. Can you do
No,
that
it needs
or
to
no?
be, we want the D. We want the D. That needs to be his name.
Ethan wants the
We
D.
want the D.
Maybe he's
We
so
want
secure,
the D.
he's so
let's
secure
get
in his
it.
manhood that he can go without the D.
Is that what it is? He's secure in his manhood?
Sure.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
we want the D.
Donald
don't-
is a duck.
I don't need the
Stick with
D.
Donald.
No, that used to be the
man.
best. Now
It's
it's
like
the
a,
president.
you could tell. You can tell Antonio could wear a feather boa and no one would think anything.
Oh, hey.
So that's like Donald running around without the D. He's making a statement. He's going,
Yeah,
I
I
can do
need
this.
to,
I can
I'm
do this.
transitioning.
Make an adjustment to my brand logo, and I need to put another D on there for a double dose of this pimping, and we'll make it happen in here, man. That's what he is, 2 Ds.
The chat is going crazy for the D. They want the D back. They want the D. They want the double D.
What a D back.
Double D. I don't know, Donald.
Yeah, have him put 2 D's on the end.
Yeah.
Donald. That's how D he is. He's got 2.
They're putting D's on the end of my last name now. Ethan Van. Guys are great. All right, let me read some super chats here, and let's see where you guys are coming from, because I know you're coming from somewhere. I can feel it. Jeremy covered video game news today, says Trencher. Thanks for 20. Hey, Doug, any plans for a new Earthworm Jim game, says Matt G, for £1.99.
No plans, buddy. I'm all in on Bigfoot Bill. Bigfoot Bill's the new Jim. Sorry.
Evil Paradigm, $5. I mean, damaging tweets made by random people that can damage people's lives should not be taken seriously. Oh, I see what you mean. Midnight Cherry TV, need Bigfoot Bill stretch goals ready to upgrade. Yeah, have you thought about making stretch goals?
Yeah, I'm going to start with stretch marks. I'm starting a new thing.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing Bigfoot
I've
Bill
got that
stretch
covered.
marks. Yeah. I've got. We're gonna do trading cards. We're gonna. I hopefully can extend the book by some pages if I can get up in the 40K range. I'm not going to announce the stretch goals yet, but I have my own internal budget. So stretch goals going to happen probably this week. I'm going to start because for sure a trading card and more pages in the sketchbook, so I can put some Ashcan story in there that I've been working on.
Hey, C. Broad says, Doug, hang the damn flamenco painting already for $2.
Yeah. Man, I know. I'm a disciplined, prioritized man, though. I got to get that thing up on the wall. It's beautiful.
Definitely.
Ethan,
Cleveland.
I have a question though about the Ashcan, about the pages that you're doing in your book.
Right.
At what point? At what point do you start working on the Ashcan? Because I'm like the first story arc, right? In your first Cyber Frog.
Yeah.
You have to have a complete story in that thing, right? So when they read the book, they go, that's an episode.
Right.
And I have all this backstory I have to tell with Poseidon. And so I'm putting that in the Ashcan. So because I can't have all that backstory in that first issue, or there won't be much of an arc in it, right? There's not enough pages.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what's the answer?
Yeah, what are you doing with your backstory in Cyberfrog?
Oh, listen, I'm going to quickly catch people up with basically you could read either or both the way that I'm structuring this, because the Ashcan is called 1998, and it just quickly shows you the way Cyberfrog and Salamandroid used to be, the way Heather Swain used to be, the way the world used to be, on the very same day that Bill Clinton confesses to cheating with and lying to the American people with Monica Lewinsky.
And the cigar.
And with a cigar, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're going to see the you'll see the yeah, he likes, remember the cigar, all that
Yeah,
nonsense?
he treated her like a humidor.
Oh no, I love those transcripts on that. The book, the Star Report. I remember reading that. She was like mid having her moment, and she was so loud he had to cover her mouth.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I was like, it was really hot.
That's the president, president of the United States.
Yeah,
he went full Kennedy.
Shut up, Chubby. Shut up, Chubby. Hillary's coming.
If you were married to Hillary, though, to be fair, you know what I mean.
To be fair,
how lucky was that man? And he blew it with that little chubby.
She wouldn't make turkey, I'll tell you that much. She wouldn't make a turkey dinner. She's never touched a turkey dinner.
For real though, I don't think that she would.
She'd punish you.
Oh yeah.
She wouldn't bring hot tea. She wouldn't give you hot tea.
No, she wouldn't. That Hillary Clinton, that's why she's not president, because she wouldn't give me hot tea. By the way, Red Rooster Golden Age is at 147,806 right now.
Boom.
Selling a few copies of Red Rooster. If you have not yet purchased your copy of Red Rooster Golden Age, now is the time. The link is in the description below. Below my smiley man face and below Doug's happy behatted head, you will find a link that will lead you straight to Red Rooster Golden Age. So make sure that you do back that, as well as Bigfoot Bill and Antonio Bryce's brand. And if you want to, you can back Lone Star. Please do back it. He'll cry.
Can we get a John Malin pitch? Because his new Graveyard Shift looks really fucking good. I took a look at it.
It looks good, but it's not up yet. It's not up yet.
Monday.
Is
Monday.
it? Monday. Well, I'm not going to have
Monday.
those. We're not going to talk about it until Monday. I want him to,
Give him
people are
30
going to hear
seconds.
it. And no. Cecil, you have to trust me.
I'm with Ethan right now. There's plenty of other people
Can
that
I have 30 seconds for my t-shirt?
Yes, I will give you 30 seconds for your t-shirt. But let me explain. We don't get people all hot and bothered for the new John Malin project, and then they have nothing to buy. They have no link to go to. They can't purchase it, and then they get cooled off on it by the time Monday comes around. We don't want to do that. He can show artwork and stuff. That's a good idea. But when John comes on this channel and starts talking about Graveyard Shift, there will be a link so that you can immediately be sold on it and purchase it. That's how we do this. It's marketing. Now, Cecil.
Yes. 30 seconds. All I need.
All right, ready? I don't even care. You can have
It's a new cash grab t-shirt for the upcoming super mega hit cash grab comic book, which we will take the money for the comic, but we promise you will never, ever, ever receive anything. We now have t-shirts. We have t-shirts that are promoting this, but the t-shirts are for sale, and you will receive the t-shirts because I have nothing to do with it. So you will get that. But and here's my go ahead, give me the pitch. Let me get my pitch. Go ahead, give me my 30 seconds.
You want? Okay, well, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Women like a man who has a nice physique, and women like a man with good hair, and they like a man with a good smile, but they love a man with disposable income. And nothing says I have disposable income more than a man wearing a cash grab t-shirt, because he's saying, I'm putting money down for something I know I'm never going to get. And you will be swimming in poon if you walk around in this t-shirt, because girls know you throw money around. Done. Don't even need 30 seconds.
That was exactly 30 seconds.
Yeah. Can I get 30 seconds?
Nasser, do you have something for sale?
No, I wanted 30 seconds to convince everybody listening why they should back you guys, because I'm super excited for all these projects.
You only want 30 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so this is how we make comics great again. We make them fun and we make them escapism. Comics is dying right now, but you guys can help save them. This is an investment in new stories, new properties, new companies. And you guys got to tell all your friends. You got to share these projects, because we are experiencing a new golden age. And we are sending a message to these bigger companies that we just want fun stories. We don't want the propaganda they're pushing.
That's tight.
That was pretty good, but you were 3 seconds short. So.
Damn, NASA grew up.
Yeah, very good, very good.
You stuck the landing, just not on time.
You know, it's a little bit like baseball. You run past first base. You know what I mean? You tag the base and you keep running until, you know, and that's the thing. So you need to wait.
NASA, I'm gonna send you one of my shirts for free. We're gonna get your cherry popped, my friend.
Yay!
Oh wow! All right.
And if you learned anything from 2001: A Space Odyssey, you can absolutely trust HAL 9000.
Definitely.
Daisy.
Spooky.
Beep boop.
Johnny in Cleveland, thanks for $5. It dawned upon me that Lone Star dog tags will be a way to identify Comicsgate supporters. You're doing almighty work. Keep inking, we keep buying. Coronis, it's a hate crime for E to choose who he endorses. $1.99. Yeah, I'm experiencing a little of that. And I don't know people. I would endorse. I would endorse people as long as they had good hearts and a good looking product. I don't even know what's going on. I live in my office in the basement. It's like a bomb shelter, and I keep away from people, and I just draw. So I don't know. I'm reading all this stuff on Twitter, like people saying Ethan's never going to talk about my book. Well, I don't know the fuck. So you have to come to me, and you have to introduce yourself to me, and let me look at your project. And you know, if I'm not,
I don't
feeling
understand
sick,
why they think you're obligated to.
Dude, I told one guy, I was like, "Have you even asked him?" I was like, and then I was like, "Have you even asked him?" And this guy's like, "I sent him a super chat," and I was like, "Why wouldn't you send an email? That's more professional." And he's like, "Well, I don't have his email, genius." And I'm like, "It's on his YouTube page, and his DMs on Twitter are open."
People find it. People do find a way. Life finds a way. But I mean, in any case, it's not like I can really necessarily. I don't know. Everybody has to get their own base. You have to get your own audience. It takes a long time, but you really do need to do it. You need to get out there, work your social media, make contacts, win fans over, win subscribers, and then you won't need me. You won't need Diversity in Comics. You won't need Mitch. You know, you can just kind of do it on your own.
I need Mitch. I need Mitch.
Can we go back to me being a Mexican chef or something?
A Mexican chef.
Oh, Mike's
baby.
back.
Put on your do-rag.
About the crying crap. Jeez.
Kleenex Mike. Kleenex Mike.
The crying thing is going to stick, by the way. I like that a lot.
He's playing the crying game, if you know what I mean.
Reading this on you.
Crying thing is a really funny meme.
There is a scene in Cash Grab where Cecil does play the crying game for real, and it's really
It's one of the first scenes, right? Isn't it?
the first scene. We start off with a bang.
Yeah, I love that image with Gail Simone and you and Nurkic. I love that. That was awesome.
That was from the fabulous Robert Harkin. That is going to be a future shirt for sure. That was, and Ethan, you're in that one. Did you happen to notice that one? It was me and Nurkic interrogating Gail Simone, and you're the cop in the background.
Oh, really? Oh, neat.
It's really good.
So what part do I play in the book? Is it that Zach got murdered? Somebody's murdered Zach, and then what am I?
You're just a suspect. You're just somebody in the Comicsgate community. We're running everybody down. We're running. We're running through all the suspects.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the first. I'm the first to be blocked by Gail Simone in Comicsgate. I'm first.
Are you serious?
Really?
Yeah, first to be blocked. 2009.
Are you blocked by her?
Oh yeah, blocked. She unfriended on Facebook.
No, she's not blocking me.
What did you do, Doug? It must have been horrible.
I defended the unborn.
Oh my God.
Heretic.
Yeah.
Gone.
And you're a unicorn denier. This is like 2 strikes.
That too. I know I lost a lot of guys on the unicorn denying thing. Unicorns do not exist. They're not in the Bible.
They are in the Bible, though.
They're mentioned. No, they're mentioned in the Bible. That's different.
You're contradicting yourself. Ethan,
see, we're starting it. These guys are starting it again. I didn't do this.
You're gonna make Mike Miller cry again, Doug.
I tell
you, crying. He keeps crying. They're rhinoceri.
The question is not whether. The question was never whether unicorns were real. We were asking if they were biblical, and you said they're not. But we're saying, but they are.
Dude, I sent you a video. Or I tagged you in a video on Twitter.
Who, me?
No. Doug. And it was this whole thing. And dude, back in the first freaking edition of the Webster's Dictionary, rhinoceroses were described as unicorns, and unicorns were described as rhinoceroses.
Sure.
This isn't a new theory or anything.
Sure.
It's
all you know that it's a one-horned animal is what it would be describing literally. It does not make it a unicorn nor a rhinoceros.
No.
You know, it could be this. It could be Ray Harryhausen's Cyclops.
Well, there was another part of it where they were talking about how the rhinoceros was describing the two horns of Manasseh and
Nimrod.
No. It was the greater and the lesser horn. Ephraim, Manasseh and Ephraim, the houses of Manasseh and
Ethan.
Right? And in all other animals, your horns are the same size.
Yeah.
But it was using it to describe how there was a greater horn and a lesser horn. And in the bicorn,
why wouldn't it be a unicorn with a greater horn and a lesser horn?
It was a bicorn, but it was.
Oh, see now.
That's what it was translated from.
Every animal has two horns, even a goat.
You're bicorn curious.
Yeah, you're a cis unicorn.
Forget it.
Yeah. Can we all agree that My Little Pony is real?
I question Doug's faith.
Yeah, I do too. Every day.
Dom Casey wants to know what my opinion is. My opinion is that it was translated from Aramaic, and I don't know. Yeah, that's it. There he goes. Unicorn is a word that doesn't.
Stop while you're ahead, Ethan. That's good.
My opinion is that they couldn't find the proper word. So unicorn is.
What's the Mormon take on unicorns? Pro or anti? Are they? Now you guys are into Pegasus, I believe.
Is that true? I haven't heard that one. Is there a Pegasus Mormon tie?
Yes.
It's one of the lesser-known tablets.
I went to the Mormon temple in La Jolla when they first opened it. They opened it up to the public, and they had like crystal bowls everywhere. Everything was bowl. It was a bunch of huge bowl statues. So that's got to be in there somewhere.
Oh yeah. That's the baptismal font to baptize the dead. I told Mike S. Miller this one time, and he got very angry with me. He's like, "You guys baptize the dead," and I said, "Yeah, we have to do that as kids." And the corpses are really in various stages of decay, and it's awkward. And Mike got so mad at me. Yes, I'm like, sometimes you have to just whatever remains are left over, just like a leg bone or something, you have to baptize it.
No, you don't actually use body parts, do you?
It's really hard when they're.
No, you're fucking with him.
Really clogs up the brain.
No, they do it in name only.
Oh man!
Wait, they have children handle femurs?
Yeah, like dead bodies. Yeah.
Wait, the children do the baptizing?
I'm very close to becoming a Mormon if that's true.
You're not supposed to tell people that stuff. That's the secret stuff.
Yeah, that's
so many ideas now.
You got in the underwear drawer with the magic underwear.
Ethan denies wearing the magic underwear, which is what you would say if you were secretly wearing them.
Well, no, I've been honest. I've been very upfront about that. I've been very upfront about my temple garments. I wore them in 2004.
Could you turn on your camera and drop trowel right now?
Oh wow!
Well, I gotta go.
I thought we were Skyping. I'm sorry.
Bill Stevens, thanks for $5. Pinky, what do we do tomorrow night? Brian, what we do every night? Delete the video. That was cool.
Yeah, that was my Rob Paulson experience. I deleted my Rob Paulson interview, and I'm an idiot.
$5, Gojirify. EVS, did you see John Favreau's pick with Filoni at Skywalker Ranch? I think this means Filoni is the head of Lucasfilm. F&A, Gojirify. I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. I can't even express. I had to troll Pablo Hidalgo about it. I can't even tell you how excited I am. Dave Filoni is going to be Filoni. What am I talking? Dave Filoni is going to be the head of Lucasfilm. Kathleen Kennedy is out of here. And I'm telling you, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. They released a video that showed Dave Filoni shaking hands in slow motion with the fans. It was like something that it was like Fidel Castro in 1959. It was amazing. He's dear leader. He is dear leader.
So is this real? This is
real.
This is real news. Wow. That's
Well,
big.
we assume at this point, okay, Kathleen Kennedy is supposed to be officially out in September, and that's the rumor, and everybody's wondering who's going to replace her. But we think, I mean, everything is kind of pointing towards Dave Filoni from the Clone Wars, the animation stuff. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, I did troll Pablo Hidalgo. You can check my Twitter account and see that I've been sending him messages asking him if he prefers working with Kathleen Kennedy to Dave Filoni, et cetera, et cetera. I just have to let him know that we get it. We know, and he has to admit we were right all along. Your thoughts are dangerous. Thanks for $5. Jeremy gets a lot of pity subs because he talks about how he sobbed like a whammon when they left Bruce Willis on the asteroid. He has soy scribers. I don't want soy scribers.
Oh, man.
Did he really sob like a whammon about Bruce Willis?
Yeah, he was crying.
All right, well, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, Ethan, I got to go eat dinner because the beloved Miss Tenaple made me some dinner. I'll be right back. But
that's what women do. Let me just check before you go. Is that okay? And you thank your
it's 28. I'm at 28,540. Bigfoot Bill is. If I come back from dinner and we're at 29, this is my stretch mark goal. If it's 29, I will tell you the juiciest J.J. Abrams / Earthworm Jim story of the night.
You hear that, guys? You're going to get some dirt on J.J. Abrams and Earthworm Jim. Just bring it up to 29. He's just looking for $460.
I'm going to jump.
Go enjoy dinner, Doug.
I'll be right back. See you guys.
See you, Doug.
All right, we'll see you. Oh my God, yeah. I wonder what that's about.
Is it
J.J. Abrams up to? Yeah, like what if it's dirty?
Yeah.
Hopefully, it involves Jennifer Garner, and that would be awesome. Yeah. I would love that.
Steve Broad says Old Yeller gets me every time, $2. Mike, how do you feel about Old Yeller?
Oh, I didn't care.
What about Cujo?
You didn't care about that dog?
Yeah, Cujo, I bawled like a baby.
You know, in the book they died. In the movie they lived.
Harry Bergeron says it was that $150 super chat that almost got to Mike. $2. So you cried over $150 super chat.
I did not cry. I was moved. I mean,
you were overjoyed.
Moved to tears.
I was not moved to tears.
Mike, if me and Mitch give you $150, will you cry for us?
You know,
I would insist that Mike rub his nipples as well.
That escalated quickly.
Mike, you might need to go for free. You might need to go visit Ro Kabir and do cold therapy with him.
William Jenkins asked us again, another $10. He says, Uncle E, Mike, and Doug, what was your first comic book you remember buying as a kid? Mine was Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War. Well, we told you mine was Winnie the Pooh, and Mike's was what was yours again?
John Byrne's sideways issue of Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I'll ask Doug when he comes back, William. Thank you for the super chat. $2 Gojira. Mike, don't cry, but what kind of tree would you be?
Kind of tree.
Yeah, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Supposed to say Weeping Willow? Am I really?
Baba Wawa.
No, you're supposed to say bonsai.
I would be a mighty oak. I would drop my nuts on all of you.
That was great. Sal Vader, thanks for $4.99. Uncle E, when the Cyberpunk movie show happens, will you do the classic animation style of the 90s, early zeros, or will you go for computer animation? I'll go for whoever pays me, honestly. I don't really care. I just want a Cyberpunk cartoon. What I'm more interested in is the video game. That's what I want. Dex Luther, thanks for $5. Since Python, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Since Python has the Pi Council and has started Piantology, what are all your Pi-related code names? I don't think they like Pi as much as I do.
I do.
You do?
I'm a fat ass, of course.
and Ethan, I should say that you should probably lose the Python thing. It makes me think you're wearing the pins. That's not.
I'm not.
Thing. That's what I'm saying. It's a bad look, and I'm like, oh.
Well, is it Python? Because Python sounds like. Well, maybe I'll call myself
Ethan Van Piver. Ethan Van Piver.
Yeah, Ethan Van Piver works better.
Ethan Pie Skyver.
Eaton Man Piver. Eaton Pie. Eaton Pie is built right in. David Todorov, thank you for $10. Appreciate it. Congrats, guys. I started writing my first comic about a band of Vikings and tying in tales of Norse mythology. Do you have any advice on establishing character personas and character development? I'm going to turn that one over to Nasser. Nasser, could you help him?
Sorry, I was reading Twitter. What was the question?
Oh my God!
Exactly the answer I thought he would get.
I got tagged in some Twitter drama, and I was reading it. What was the question?
Well, I mean, do you have any advice for him about establishing character personas and character development
In particularly in Norse mythology?
Let me think. Well, if you want them to sound different, the best way I found to make characters sound different is listen to old radio shows, and those have the best dialogue. So I kind of try to model my dialogue after those.
Nasser, that's the worst advice I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was good. No, but it's good advice if he's trying to kill the competition. So I do give him some credit.
Oh, John De La Rose said that was a good thing.
I'll give you
old radio shows.
For a Norse mythology show, old radio show.
I know nothing about Norse mythology, but
so you want him to do Jack Benny?
Characters sound different.
Yeah, just listen to a couple of Jack Benny skits.
Wells.
You name somebody, whatever, Ivan Skull Splitter, and then you make him a real big pussy, and now he's interesting.
Well, I like that. That's good advice.
There you go. That's how you do it. Make the biggest, toughest guy with the meanest name the biggest pussy, who's a big fucking phony, and he hates himself for it. That's a fucking. There you go.
Legit answer is model them after people you know.
He doesn't leave his house.
So he's writing a Norse mythology book, and Nasser is saying listen to a lot of Fibber McGee and Molly. Is that
no? You asked me how to make the characters sound different. I'm just telling you what I do.
Write Thor in Red Skelton's voice.
And Amos and Andy. Make sure you use Amos and Andy.
Maybe not Amos and Andy.
Not talking about like accents and inflection. He's talking about character. So different people, you model different people. If you want your people to have different characteristics, and you want to be able to write them consistently as those characters, then link them to somebody you either know in real life or a character you're very familiar with, who has reacts certain ways, thinks certain ways, and whatnot, and draw them into the character you're writing. And then if you have to add like these and thous and thus and all that stuff,
just write Odin as Johnny Dollar.
Odin is Kingfish.
Write Odin as like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, Odin's Kingfish, and then Thor is Amos, and Loki is Andy, and then you can just like go from there and be like, I sure do like this hammer there, so.
You guys, my subscribers are dropping. Look, somebody just said you sound like such an ignorant, whiny, sassy faggot unsubbed. That's not nice. You don't have to write that down.
I think he was talking to me.
Oh,
and it was a super chat.
Yeah, that's appreciate that.
Oh, wow.
Do you know Mike? Mike Nichols and Elaine May? I think really that would be a perfect Odin and Frida. That would be. It'd be modeled after that.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
No one in the fucking world got that reference. I love it.
Ryan Pieper, thanks for $4.99. Zero on the High Council would signal the fandom menace, smashing the 50% marker on tolerance of these new soy wars. Make it so, Uncle E. I'm trying to. I'm reaching out to Mike Zero. Jack Straw, thanks for $5. We are all gonna need name tags with our YouTube names for this get together. That would be nice. So we're talking about this YouTube convention or this Comicsgate based convention. That seems like a fun time. We could meet some of the fans. Antonio, would you come?
I would definitely come. Yes, I would love to.
Philadelphia. So we need John Mayle in there. John, would you come to Philly?
Yep, I've been to Philly before. I'd do it again.
All right, good. So we're thinking about
actually the Graveyard Shift writer Mark Polton. He lives maybe 30, 40 minutes south of where the border is there.
Yeah. We can't get Mike Zero to 500. We're stuck at 478. Guys.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What
that is funny.
Why do you want to do that, though? I don't understand the whole Mike Zero thing.
Okay, you have to watch a Mike Zero video to understand. You have to actually watch 5 or 6 of them to understand.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm recommending.
Okay.
forcing you.
Take a piece
But
of you.
yeah,
God, sorry.
Mike Zero, he has a Star Wars channel. He kind of does this weekly world news style Star Wars kind of thing where he hears a rumor and then he kind of releases a video about it. But the thumbnails are on point, and he's really kind of he's a young skate kind of kid. He wears his baseball cap backwards. He stands in front of a dartboard with a single dart like right in the middle of it, and he delivers the news. And he's got his whole YouTube thing down. He knows what he says. He says, if you are new here, please do remember to subscribe for future Star Wars content. And he says it all the time. Now, in every one of his videos, he says, "Dear friends, please like this video and let's get to 500 likes." Now, even though he has 120 million subscribers, no, 120,000, not million.
Shitload of
Oh my God, that'd be he'd be better than PewDiePie. 120,000 subscribers. He can't get to 500. I've never seen him get to 500 likes. I'm going to change that. I'm going to see if we can get him to 500 likes, and I just want to see what happens.
I hit the like button,
happens,
by the way, and I have no idea who he is.
Okay, well, the link is in the description. Go like Mike Zero's video. Please let me know when we get to 500. It's at 479 now. He hit 500 hours ago. Uncle Ethan? No, he didn't. Did he? Let me check. Let me just double check that. Hours ago. Well, then why are people telling me no? No, he's at 487. No, I don't know. He's not in the chat at all. He's at 487. He's got 28 thumbs down, man. But he's at 487 thumbs up. So we just need 13 more people to do that. And then you can subscribe to Mike Zero for future Star Wars content. No, we only need 4 more people.
Are
Four
you
more
ready,
people.
Mike Zero?
Mike Zero, he's at 496. We just need 4 more people to thumbs up Mike Zero's Star Wars Episode 9, Anakin Skywalker, potential
Done.
spoilers and more. Did we do it?
Yes.
Are we there? Let me see. Kaboom! 507 likes from Mike Zero. All right, let's
That was
everyone in the chat.
501.
Let's give him a message. Let's let him know. Mike Zero. All right, Mike Zero. The Fandom Menace and Comicsgate got you your 500 likes.
and a rub and tug.
Our best to you. All right, and you guys can let him know. I mean, go in there and talk to him. Let him know that, you know, hey, we care about you and your content, and we want to see you succeed. Doug to Naples, Bigfoot Bill. Let's just check on these and see how we're doing here. No, he's at $28,945. If he gets $55 more, he's going to tell us a dirty story about J.J. Abrams. I'm excited about that. I don't know if you guys are, but I want to know. I want to know more about J.J. Abrams. Look at this. Red Rooster flips over 148. $148,051. We are now less than $2,000 away from $150,000 with 5 days left to go. That's a big deal.
If I get to 76,000, I will tell a dirty story about J.J. Kirby.
If Mike gets to 76,000, I will tell a dirty story about Mike S. Miller. We can get to that. At 70, he's at $75,123 right now. Thank you, everyone. And let's check in on Brand. Brand is the success story of the night, I think. Yeah, look at this. $8,442.
Oh, wow.
Antonio he's climbing up there. He's at 56% of gold. When he got here, he was at 47, right? About 47% of gold.
Yeah, 47.
He's now at 56, and that's thanks to you guys, Macon, Antonio, Bryce, and Kanan White's dream come true. This is a great community. We love you all. Mitch, do you love these people?
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Except for no. Except for I love everybody.
And then we have John Malin. How do you feel about people here? How do you feel?
People in the chat or the
people in the chat.
Stream?
Yeah. I mean, the comics.
Yeah, I love them. I mean, everybody's been very great to us. I haven't had any problems at all with people within the community. I mean, we all share the same goal. We want, we want to make good comics, and we want to have good entertainment. I back these projects just as much as I'm a part of them. So, Red Rooster, Lone Star, I got into all these because I'm a fan like everybody else. So, I'm happy to be part of the fandom menace and Comicsgate. And everybody in the chat and the live stream, the chat, yeah, I'm grateful to everybody and for knowing everybody and being able to be a part of whatever this all is for us.
It is magnificent. And Donald DeLay is another one who loves these people. He loves the people of Comicsgate. He's excited about doing his new comic book. It's called Brutus. Correct?
Brutus the Badass, yeah.
Brutus the Badass. You want to just tell us a little bit about Brutus and what we can expect?
He's an intergalactic bounty hunter that finds that his past is coming to hunt him down, and it's just it's a love letter to 90s comics. It's just comedy, action, ultra violence, just a good fun comic.
Is this the one you're doing with Nasser?
Yeah.
And when
Nasser is excuse me, Nasser is doing amazing things. Nasser has written his first comic book, and now he's writing comics with other people as well, some established creators.
I even heard he left his house this week.
Nasser, did you leave your house?
Yeah, I got a haircut.
Can we see you? Show off. Put on the camera. Let's see what you got.
It isn't brushed or anything. It's just done.
Oh, come on.
Nasser.
There's always a fucking story with you.
Nasser had a lot of hair on his head. He had a lot of hair on his head.
You look better. You look better.
It's cut, but like it's all messed up.
It's no, you're no Richard Spencer, but you got the sides down. You're okay.
Thor and Ragnarok.
It looks good. No, it looks better.
Yeah.
This is for. I brought something for Mike Miller. I brought something for Mike Miller.
Oh, tissues for Mike. You look great.
This can't be the new thing.
It's done.
I'm starting the new thing. I'm starting it right now. Kleenex Mike.
You crying is the new thing.
Mike,
that's what you get.
Mike, I think the only way you're going to get out of this is to just pound a bottle of whiskey and punch yourself in the face.
And just start crying. When
That's
you
what I'm
actually
doing.
cry on camera, Mike, I'll never make fun of you again.
I will.
Let's see. Mr. X says, if you do a Comicsgate con, don't forget to talk to the cops beforehand. SJWs are not above calling in bomb threats. Ask Gamergate.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. X, that's good advice. Maga Man, thank you. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, look, these people are animals. This is the thing about SJWs. You can't. They're like, stop talking about SJWs. You guys are nuts. SJWs are crazy. They can't just leave us alone. They would do that. They would call in a bomb scare.
Yes, they would.
Yeah, they would. Without doubt.
Unbelievable. Well, we're going to do it anyway. We have to. We can't live worrying about mentally disabled people. Maga Man, thank you for $2. Razorfish and Antifa want all of Cecil's secrets. Joe Marone, it's not downtown. They protest at Convention Center, City Hall. Dave & Buster's is isolated. Yeah, it is. It's by the docks. We can just kick him into the river. I mean, I don't mind doing that. If SJWs want to protest, we'll just fling him into the Delaware River and see how they like it.
It's like the Omega Man. It's like the Omega Man or Mad Max. You have to have a perimeter. You have to have clear view all the way out beyond the Dave & Buster's.
If anyone shows up with blue hair, we just assume they're aggressive.
Yeah, dye your hair. If you're a fan and you have blue hair, dye your hair like back to normal again.
I don't have a carry permit, but after the interview I had with Ro Kabir, I did apply for a permit.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But my problem is I couldn't drive through Jersey with it, so I'd have to leave it at home anyway.
Oh, that tea is good. Matt V, it's me. The CGA con is my idea. Let's talk. That's Matt V. He's the guy who wants to put on the convention. Matt V, would you like to come on the stream and talk to us about it? I will send you. Are you on Twitter? How do I send you anything?
I don't think you get anybody else in here. We're packed.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe we are. Yeah, Matt V, we will talk to you because we think it's a good idea. Zach doesn't think it's a good idea for some reason. He's like, it's too soon. It's too soon. How is it too soon? How is it too soon?
Well,
it's never
because we need to get our books out. Ethan. We need to get our books out to sell them.
Yeah, but on the other hand, first of all, my book is going to be out.
Yeah.
Michael's behind you.
But here's the thing. I mean, you'll have your store open. You can make prints. You know, you can do that. You just have to.
Oh yeah, we could do art. I mean, art. Doing commissions is great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So Matt V, if you're still here, yeah, we're going to talk to you. We'll talk to you about this. This is a neat idea. We appreciate the offer, and we'll try to make you some money. The Rookie Critic, thanks for $5. Would you guys like to see any Super Smash Brothers game with Cyberfrog, Red Rooster, etc., or a Super Smash Brothers game with Comicsgate creators you can play as?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see them both. I would like to. I think that would be the ultimate bit of narcissism to play a video game as yourself on the screen. But I would like to do it. I would. Antonio, Akari Press. Ethan, try Zinc and Theraflu. Feel better, buddy. Thank you, Antonio. Appreciate you. Bagel Goose, Cecil is love.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
All right, we just hit 29,000 on Bigfoot Bill.
All right. Let's hear that JJ story.
That is gnarly, guys. First of all, thank you to everybody who's contributing to Bigfoot Bill. I'm thrilled and overwhelmed by the opportunity to get to make him. But
Don't cry.
let's get to my. Yeah, I know. I'm going to start crying in a minute. These guys are killing me. It's great.
He's the one with the tissues.
Did he
I'm a
touch
crier. Hey, see, between us, I'm the one who's confident enough. I'm secure enough to admit that I'm a total crier.
Aww.
So it's okay, Mike. You can share your tears with me.
Why are all these guys who say I'm secure in my manhood the ones that are wearing dresses? You know what I mean? It's
You
like,
have to be really
I'm
secure.
secure in my manhood.
Yeah,
You're wearing a
I'm
dress.
so secure in my manhood. I'm dating
No,
men.
you're absolutely right. That's what happens. It's like having sex with a guy doesn't make you gay. It's just
Enjoying it.
It's a biker used to say it's okay to have oh man, see, I had some whiskey in me, so now I'm goofing the joke up. They call Hondas rice burners, and they go
Racist.
yeah, being seen riding a rice burner is like getting caught having sex with a man. It feels good till someone sees you do it. It was a biker joke. I didn't make this up. Okay, my J.J. Abrams story. And just so you guys know, like J.J. Abrams, I'm a huge fan of his because he is actually a lot like us. He was raised on late 70s, Spielberg and Lucas, Star Wars, Jaws, Close Encounters. That stuff courses through his blood. And he just wants to create the same kind of stuff as like 80s Amblin was making, early 80s Amblin, late 70s. But this is back when he was casting for the show Lost, and I was in ABC with a project. I was already partnered with Ben Affleck and Sean. I forgot his last name. They went to college together. He became like one of the head of the Disney studios. But they brought me in because we were told by the president of ABC like they wanted some kind of a Survivor-like sweepstakes game. So we made Push Nevada, and I did all the puzzle work on the TV show, and we gave away $1 million to an actual viewer who solved the puzzle in the TV show Push Nevada. But the show totally failed. It ended up being ABC's lowest rated Thursday night. So then they tried doing another kind of mystery-based show with J.J. Abrams, who just finished Alias, and he brought in Lost. So this is back before they knew anything what Lost was. They were going to interview writers who were good at mystery. So they brought me in for a pitch. And I walk into the room, and I had to pitch to J.J. Abrams what my idea would be for a Lost type mystery. And Damon Lindelof is in there. I don't remember if Cruz was in there, Carlton Cruz was in there or not, but there's a bunch of guys, total, man club. I brought in my idea, and JJ said, "What's your background? What did you do?" And I was just, I came from video games. I created Earthworm Jim. And he said, "Wait, you created Earthworm Jim?" And he almost started crying like Mike.
Oh,
he went way back in his head, and he just started going, "That was my childhood. that was my child. He goes, I don't believe it. He goes, it was not you. I go, give me a dry erase marker. I'll draw them for you right now and prove it. He gave me a dry erase marker, and I went in and I drew Earthworm Jim right there on the dry erase board in front of them all. And his face just lit up. And I went and I sat back down in my chair. And he goes, hold on 1 second. And all the guys were laughing because they saw what a fanboy he was. And then this is when it gets weird. He crawled over to me on all fours and pretended like he was giving me oral sex. His head was bobbing up and down. And all the guys are laughing. And I'm just sitting there like, what do you do when your hero does this to you? Like, what joke am I supposed to tell? Am I supposed to pretend like I enjoy it or pretend like I hate it? I didn't know what to do. I was just frozen.
Hollywood.
That's my story.
That's not the job I was looking for.
That wasn't the job. Yeah, and I just want to write a show. Just hire me on the show. I ended up blowing the pitch. Oh well,
so to speak.
That's not a weird word to use. I ended up screwing the pitch up. And later, I had lunch with Paul Dini, who ended up writing a couple of Lost episodes.
Yeah.
And he said, I asked him, like, what's it like to work on? He goes, I always wondered, because when I went in and interviewed for my job, he goes, there was a whiteboard with Earthworm Jim drawn on it. I go, I did that. That's my crazy J.J. Abrams story.
Oh my god!
Wow, that was pretty.
Yeah, that's a great story.
JJ probably like sprayed it with fixative and took it home.
Probably. I do love that guy. I have a lot of respect for what he does. I just think he's he made Mission Impossible great. And I always liked Super 8 because I got what he was trying to do with Super 8, where he's trying to just pay a tribute to Spielberg from 1982, you know? And it's what I love about his Force Awakens, too, is maybe he didn't do the perfect job on that story, but you could tell he was a guy that was trying to get back into the head of Lucas, including shooting as much practical stuff as he could with the actual makeup things. He wanted to give the fans the Star Wars feeling after we've lost it through those prequels. So he got us close. He got us close.
Yes, he did. And he looks like a racer head, though. But other than that, Tim Collins, thanks for $2. I love Cecil even if his pants are on and pancakes dry.
My pants are off.
Okay, so he loves you even more. Natasha, Vanya, did you guys see the Comicsgate commercial today?
Wow.
Yeah.
What is
that was cool.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
There were two, weren't there? One of them was they took my Comicsgate poster and they they introed like each of the character or each of the groups from
Who
it.
did it? Midnight Cherry?
Oh, gosh, I don't even remember. It's,
They put Bigfoot Bill in there?
No. It's just the ones from my poster.
Oh, then I shouldn't flatter myself.
They did one where they cast everybody. I don't remember. I think they casted Doug. I don't remember exactly with who, but I know they made me the fat guy from Mallrats. I was always looking at the for the sailboat.
They made me.
It was terrible casting.
I thought it was great.
I'd like to see it. I would. I'll look for it. Yeah.
I just sent you a link to the commercial in your DMs.
Okay. All right, let me have a look at this. Thank you. Donald is on the ball. He's on the ball. Not many people are, but he is. Let's have a look at this and just see if it's cool or if it's not cool. Wait a second. Cameron LT.
What was that, Antonio?
I was like, fire that bad boy up. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a problem with frame skipping and slowdown, Ethan, when you show video on your channel?
I don't really know. I think that the audio doesn't come through. That's the only problem. When you do screen share, the audio doesn't come through. But I can still show it anyway, and then we'll see what happens. Let's see. And I think that's what I will do.
Yeah, I think it only had like some kind of like backdrop of music on it. I don't think there's any kind of voice or anything going on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question of
music, flashy stuff?
Yes.
Wait, are you on your Mac?
I'm on my Mac, yeah.
That wasn't the question now.
Oh, I thought
Ethan,
I mixed Cecil up with Mike for a second because Cecil was crying so hard.
No, I don't cry. Mike's a big pussy. Hold on a second.
You will when you come on my show.
We'll see about that. I'll make you cry, pal. Listen, I was interested because you said that that show Survivor was out before Lost. So you guys were trying to do something. Was the whole reason for the Hatch in Lost based on Richard Hatch from Survivor?
No,
Wow,
that's too literal, Cecil. That's really stretching it. It was
do a
Stu
screen share.
Bloomberg. Stu Bloomberg was the president of ABC, and he and his son would play my game, The Neverhood, in the late '90s. And so he just said it would be great to put together a puzzle-based TV show. He didn't even know how to connect the dots exactly. So they brought me in, teamed me up with Ben Affleck, who had just brought a similar kind of idea, and he was a big Neverhood fan. So we worked together on this project called Push Nevada. And it was just the story of it itself was a huge failure. The actual series was one of the lowest rated Thursday night in ABC history.
Congratulations.
Was me and
That's a
Ben.
record.
Yeah, I can't do a screen share right now, so I guess we can't look at that. But the commercial is on Twitter, and I will share it. What I'm going to do is I will share it, and then people can find it via my Twitter, and that would be the right thing to do. Comicsgate commercial. Yeah, I'm interested in this, and
We need a logo. We need a Comicsgate official logo.
Yeah, who knows how to do that?
I'll draw one up.
Cecil will bang one out.
All right, Cecil, thank you. That's your job. You only have to do one thing, just one thing. Make us a award-winning logo that everybody will remember.
I'll run your pitch because listen, I listened to everybody's pitches and everybody did a great job, but mine was the best, and I only had 30 seconds.
Your pitch was pretty good, I have to admit, but like people are like, "Can I see the T-shirt?" And that's the only thing. You didn't.
Yeah, I don't like to brag though. I'm very good at like false humility, but I'm not very good at it.
Horatio Cockles, I plan on backing Brand and Bigfoot Bill, just a little tapped out at the moment. Just finished backing Berserko, Flying Sparks, and Space Force, so gotta wait until payday. Thank you, Horatio.
Yes.
Antoine Dennison, how you doing, my friend? I love the 2-minute pitch. Gentlemen, take it seriously and sell your books, folks. If you can't sell it, why should I buy it? That's correct. Mycroft Holmes, Alam Bokhari wants to talk to you, Ethan. Just talk to him on Twitter, DM, message him. Tech support, he's somebody at Breitbart. Tech support, thank you for $5. EVS, hey, what about Jeff Lafferty and Berserko? It's his last night. Okay, go support Jeff Lafferty on Berserko.
I got in on Berserko, and I had him on my show this week. He's what a great guy.
Cool.
What a great guy and a great book.
That book looks fun as hell.
It's Bisley-esque and early Frank Miller, and he's just he got funded though, so we got him funded.
Oh, that's good. Tim Riggs, Doug's a man after my own heart. Love my whiskey and nice long burn cigar. Great way to spend a summer evening.
Yeah, I'm doing Old Forester. My Tennessee people like Antonio know Old Forester.
Definitely.
That's a great sipping whiskey.
Bill Stevens says, Uncle E, if I give a like to Mike Zero, I have to take a like away from you. My likes are limited edition. Well, that's fine. I'll just consider it a donation from me to Mike Zero. Connor O'Halloran, Donald is an Irish name. It's pronounced Donal. Well, I thought so too, but he says no, it's Donald. He says it's Donald. But
I'll go with Donald too.
Yeah. Edwin Boyette says, don't miss a chance to have a copy of Red Rooster. As much as I love everyone on the panel, you will regret missing Red Rooster. Now, Edwin is a big fan.
Yeah, so am I. I'm super excited, Mitch, about your book.
I'm excited for Red Rooster.
It looks great.
Thank you. I don't know what to say, but thank you.
That's the one I'm probably the most excited about. Oh, after
in a world of frog books.
After Cyberfrog.
Yeah. In a world
I keep forgetting to mute my mic when I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to mute my mic when I'm coughing. I apologize. That wasn't meant to be disrespectful. Yeah, Red Rooster is going to be terrific. It's going to be a big deal. It's already the third highest funded Comicsgate comic. It is going to be gigantic and huge.
We're gonna pack the Eisner Award voting too on Cyberfrog and Red Rooster. We're gonna pack it.
Ooh, can we do that?
Yeah,
Can we be like
we
sad
can,
puppies?
You know we can do it.
It's funny. Let's see. Radical Comics, $5. Cecil, super excited to tell you I already bought one for myself and my father. So people bought shirts, you know.
My shirts, they're beautiful. They were based on the Hot Fuzz T-shirt, the movie logo Hot Fuzz, but it's me and Nurkish dressed as English cops with fire behind us. It's fucking fantastic. It's the best shirt money can buy today.
I have no problem believing that. Mega Man says Leviathan denying heresy for $2.
That was
Jay Henson is here. He's got a picture of Jim Henson. He says, "Did you see the downvotes? Star Wars Resistance is getting on YouTube 20K, 22K down to 7K up. People hate that Star Wars Resistance trailer. They hate it. I haven't even watched it yet. I can't be bothered. I'll watch it eventually, but people are hating on it, and I'm gonna have to make a video about it.
I'm resisting watching it.
Yeah, the Resistance.
A lot of people in the chat are asking for a shirt link. I'll send that over to you. I don't want to push it. I don't want to be pushy, but I'll send it to you anyway.
Yeah, send me the link, Cecil. I'll put it.
It's on Crypto Fashion, and it's under DICK.
All right, hold on. Is it under Dick? All right, let me have a look here. Crypto.
Well, right under Dick is balls, but I'm right there.
The Lone Star shirt should be up on Crypto Fashion the next day or two, too.
Why does Huffington Post say Disney's new Star Wars series Resistance looks gorgeous?
Because they're contrary.
Because they're resisting. It's time to resist.
I'm looking at the thumbnail and I don't see gorgeous.
Yeah.
I do like the writing, though. They usually get some good. My kids loved, the Clone Wars and stuff. I hope they get good
Clone Wars
writing.
is great.
Yeah.
Clone Wars, yeah.
Clone Wars is pretty good. I'm watching it now, but I never really considered the animated stuff. It's like I didn't feel like I needed to watch it. Now I need to watch it because those characters are actually going to work their way into the movies.
Yeah, I keep trying to pretend like it's not canon, and they just keep making it canon by jamming like Darth Maul's surviving in Solo. That was covered in the Rebels series or Clone Wars or something. So now they're forcing it into the canon.
Yeah.
I don't see. I got to be honest with you. I don't see your T-shirt on Crypto Fashion. I don't see it.
I'll send you. I'll send it to you in Twitter. It's either under Cecil or Dick.
There's no Cecil. There's Mike Cernovich, and there's no Dick.
I'm looking at it right now. You're doing something wrong. Hold on.
I'm looking at the.
I'm not. Look now. You're being. I'm not trying to be confrontational here, but you don't know what you're doing.
Well, I'm trying to help you. What's the shirt called?
Official Cash Grab T-shirt.
Cash Grab. I'll look up Cash Grab.
Don't even bother. I already sent you.
There it is. I got it. I don't need it. Oh. Cecil. And it isn't there. I mean, you have to. I'm so glad that we're actually doing this because it isn't there. You can't find it like on the side, like under Cecil. All right, let me hear.
Well, that's because it's special. It's not just thrown out for everybody. So you have to be in the know.
It only comes in XXL.
Yeah, which is what we wanted Ethan to be able to buy one.
I don't wear triple XL. I wear 2XL sometimes. What? Most of the time, just XL. What?
You always said you don't wear 2XL.
Yeah, but
no, I do. I wear 2XL. I've been consistent about my message the whole time. You're hearing things I have said over and over again. I wear 2XL sometimes.
And other time.
Yeah, most of the time it's XL. But when you say 3XL, no, it's not 3XL. Not at all. All right, not at all, man.
Triple X is porn.
Triple X is porn. You know how I feel about that. So that's not, we're not doing that. Let's see. Comicsgate divided by unicorns. Well, I never, says Colonel Comics. Yeah. Devnov, 7 of 9. Nasser and Sean have not only been following through on their promises to me, they've been exceeding my expectations and given more than I paid for. That's great. Midnight Cherry TV, my girth the Stallion, Judgy the Unicorn crossover. Thank you for the super chat. That's possible. Harry Bergeron, thank you for $20. Some of these creators think you big guys owe them something. If I want on your and other shows, I got to catch your interest. That's my job. People need to quit complaining and get to work. By the way, check out the game I'm making. I like that. Harry Bergeron is making a bunch of stuff. He's making video games based on Cyberfrog, Red Rooster. It's all good stuff.
Oh
my God!
Sorry about
Oh,
that.
that's cute. See, I just
Yeah.
got my face lit up. Who's got the cat?
That's my cat Chumley. He's internet famous.
I thought somebody was making stir fry in there. That's not good.
I thought Nasser was smashing one with a hammer.
You want me to?
No.
That's not funny, Nasser.
Don't hurt cats. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Nasser. Yanni Huel, thank you for. You can hurt that cat though. That's a noisy cat. Remember when Trump had that baby crying in his audience, and he's like, "Oh, I love babies. Oh yeah, you're screaming. Yeah, it's great. No, I love babies. They're beautiful." And then he keeps talking, and the baby keeps crying. He goes, "No, I was just kidding. Get that baby the hell out of here." That was the funniest thing. Trump.
Strike the baby. Strike the baby.
Yanni Huel, thanks for 50 pesos. Daniel 8 verse 5, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. Classical unicorns are like goats. Horses are newer. $2 from Duremicon blog. What comics can we buy at stores so they don't die? Anything. Duremicon, just go to the comic store and buy your comics there. These brick and mortar shops, they're depending on you guys to come in there and give them a return on the investment that they made.
Well, buy a shit ton of back issues.
Go on Twitter and look at the hashtag Move the Needle. There'll be some stuff worth buying if you check it out.
They don't like it when I go.
That was gross.
No, that was me drinking the rest of my tea. Horatius Cockles, Ikari and Doug, have you guys considered going on Tug and Yellow Flash? They have over 20,000 subs between them and promote Comicsgate comics.
Yes, I've considered that, and I do need to bump up my media a little bit with those guys, and I'd love to go on, especially Yellow Flash.
Are you on my show, Doug?
Yeah.
I love that Umbrella guy and Yellow Flash. They're great.
And I go anywhere I am invited. I have done a few streams with a gentleman named Dale Wolf. He had me on, and I came on his program, and it was fantastic. But I'll go anywhere I'm invited. Anyone that invites me, I will go.
That's Antonio.
I think he meant he went on his program.
No, that's not, clean that up. That didn't come out right.
Free US 1776 says EVS on Kumite. Is Killstream next? I like Ethan Ralph. If he invites me on, I'll come on, man. I love the Kumite. I love those boys. They're funny. If they invite me, I'll go. But then again, I don't get paid to go on it. So why am I going on it? Just sit around. No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going. Not going.
You gotta grow the pie, Ethan. That's your job. You grow your pie.
Growing the pie. All right. Evan James cocks out for Red Rooster. Come on, guys. 150K tonight. Let's make that happen. I mean, we're close. We could definitely get to 150K on Red Rooster. We just sold another copy. $148,086 raised by 2,539 backers. Guys, if you have not yet backed Red Rooster, the hell are you waiting for? There's only 5 days left. There's 5 days left.
I was an early supporter of Red Rooster, and I backed it, I believe, at the $50 tier.
Thank you, John.
Yep.
That's terrific.
Very excited for
last day for some bizarre reason.
I want turkey. Andrea, if you're listening, will you bring me some turkey, please? I can't get up. I've got a full house.
And me as well, please. I would definitely like some turkey. Please.
Turkey for everyone.
Yes.
Please. I don't know. Hey, welcome, Edwin.
Hey, what's being pitched today?
Everything.
Everything.
We're doing really, really well. Today has been a good for all books. Lone Star is the only one that's losing money right now.
Edwin, did you buy the Cash Grab T-shirt? It does ship to Hawaii.
I wasn't here during the pitch-a-thon.
Well, now I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but it sounded like someone was searching for. Was it and I don't mean to use profanity here. I'm just repeating what I heard. Someone was searching for Cecil's dick on some website and was unable to find it. What did I?
That's out of context. You heard that out of
Okay.
context.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ethan, if you
And
want,
I apologize for the profanity. I was just repeating what I thought.
Yeah,
I
I
heard.
understand. I understand, but you heard it wrong. Hey, Betty Brightweiser is in the chat. Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? She is here backing Red Rooster. Lone Star Heart of the Hero is losing money every day. Every time Mike Miller comes on the chat, people refund from his campaign. So if you feel sorry for Mike, if you're worried about him and you don't want to see him cry again, please back Lone Star Heart. Mike, I'm sorry. That's your meme now until something better comes along. Let Lone Star Heart of the Hero open your hearts, open your wallets, buy a copy of Lone Star Heart of the Hero. Mike hates me now. Hates me. I shouldn't do that. I should not join in on the memes. That's not appropriate. Brand by Antonio Bryce. Big successful night tonight for Antonio Bryce.
Oh yeah,
$8,712. All of the money is going to Brand by Antonio Bryce. He's at 58%. What's that?
And cocaine. We are adding cocaine.
And cocaine.
Yes.
That's where it's all going. It's going, and it might as well. You might as well celebrate. You might as well.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't promote drug use, of course.
Just
not.
say no. Just say no.
Just say no. Doug Tenaple's Bigfoot Bill is doing great tonight as well. He's probably going to hit $30,000 on this stream. $29,295. Congratulations, Doug.
Thank you all so much. This has been a great night. You guys are killing it.
Everyone loves Bigfoot Bill. Everyone loves Bigfoot Bill.
And his big.
I don't blame him.
Everyone also loves unicorns. I just want to.
Yeah, unbiblical unicorns, right? Look at I'm calling the uniforms because I have 2 shots of whiskey in me. I'm already spraying my stage.
Uniforms.
Is it okay to drink when you have the flu? Like,
Yes.
what do you think about?
Oh yeah, dude, it kills everything in you.
Alcohol. What do they do when you get a shot? They put alcohol on the little needle thing. If you drink a bottle of whiskey, you cure everything.
All those little bugs, they die with the alcohol.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's fucking science.
Mike Angerhauser, thank you for $5 and your well-considered comment. Mike is crying because he got wasabi in his eye while working at Benihana.
We're blending memes now. Blending them. All right. Get a nice little potpourri.
It's working out very, very well. If you're worried about Mike's eye and wasabi, why not pledge to Lone Star, Heart of the Hero. Back that campaign. Let's make that book an even bigger success than it has been. You can do it for Mike. Michael.
Ethan,
yes.
You know, the only cosmetic surgery I ever had was when I was 21. I insisted on having my tear ducts closed with a soldering iron, so I would never ever cry. And I recently had wasabi even put on my pee hole, and not a tear, not a single tear.
On your tank. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it was only $5,000. So Mike, you got a little money in your pocket now. Maybe you should do it.
I'll take that under advisement.
Oh man.
If you have,
I got nothing.
If you have the extra scratch, back Lone Star, the $80 tier, I did. I think it's a minimum of 5 copies go to the troops.
Yeah, it'll be more than that, but I didn't want to overpromise.
John Malin's such a good guy. Like he cut right through that filth and depravity and
now I look like an asshole. Thanks, John. Now,
good job, John. Thank you.
So who had the best pitch tonight? Who had the most convincing presentation?
I think actually Mitch did. To be honest with you, Mitch's pitch was on point. He lasted almost the entire 2 minutes. And that's why his Red Rooster has jumped up to 148, 183. He's just sold another 4 copies, maybe, of Red Rooster Golden Age. So congratulations. We are working our way towards that $150,000 goal. It's an arbitrary goal, but it's a goal that we'd like to see happen. Lone Star, meanwhile, has lost $300. That worries me. I gotta be honest with you. Hey, those of you who haven't yet, why not back Cecil's t-shirt? Not back it, buy a copy. Buy one of Cecil's Cash Grab t-shirts. They are for sale. The link is in the description, and you know, why not? Why not do that?
The next two, we're having a tremendous amount of demand for these T-shirts, and the next two styles I sent you in your Twitter for you just to look at. But and one of them has you featured in it, and they're very high. I put them up on Twitter, and people are really like, they really want them.
Do I look good? I mean, is it a flattering image of me? I mean, no.
No comment.
You got to, if you take a look at it, you're in the background. You're a cop, sort of.
All right, I'll have a look at it. I'm pretty excited.
We're interrogating a Gail Simone type. I'm not saying it's Gail Simone, but it's a type. Her type. It's not definitely not her for any lawsuits or anything like that. It's not her, but it's that type of woman that we're interrogating.
Yeah, Armchair Warlord, $2. Darth Vader scream. No. Michael Beacon says, if this con happens, I will cosplay as Rainbow Brute. Well, I think it is going to happen. I can picture it. Planet Must Vlog, that JJ story was epic. Don't feel bad for being normal, he says.
If the con happens, I'm going to cosplay as Tim Doyle in the bikini.
Oh, my God. That would be hilarious.
That is not a binding contract.
William Reed, thank you for $10. I'm curious if you have any Canadian creators in Comicsgate. No, we discriminate against them. I'd gladly be the first to jump on board.
Those mean Canadians.
I normally bristle at the thought of discrimination, but when I think about Canadians, I'm all on board for that shit. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, William Reed has a comic. He'd be happy to send me first to jump in with a book I'm creating. I can send a brief description if y'all are interested in my pitch. William, make the book, put it up on Indiegogo, and then let us see. That's we don't want to see the pitch because we'll steal it from you and profit from it. And you'll say, "What the hell?" And we'll say, "Told you." Bean from PA sent you the link to the commercial on Twitter. Thank you so much. Yes, Pharaoh. Howen, thank you for $10. Appreciate that. Thanks for the Soilo shirt. Here's a tip. Well, thank you. $5, Magaman. Just remember, chat, for every comic you buy from any of these fine creators today, it will somehow cause Mundane Matt to lose subscribers. That's true. Great reason. True. Yeah, Mundane Matt. I mean, I listened to the Medicare video. Or no, I listened to the Medicare video. I'm in the Medicare video, which I loved. So was Yellow Flash, I think. Yellow Flash was vicious in that. I didn't hear him. He got on a live stream with Mundane Matt, and he called him the FAGGOT word. I was like, "Damn, kid!" Like it was. I was like, I have to admit, Yellow Flash is hardcore. Yeah. He is hardcore. Yeah,
I watched that whole thing. It was pretty interesting. I didn't know they were going in on him, boy. It took him like forever to finally show his screen where he had been, like flagging everybody, and it was just crazy.
It was awesome. Yeah, I mean, I watched the whole thing too. Like it's 3 hours long, and for the first 2 hours, he's just lying, and he's a very good liar. And you could see the guys get kind of frustrated with him, and they're just like, okay, well, at least send YouTube a note saying that you should undo this, blah blah blah. And then suddenly, and he's lying. He's so self-confident. And then finally, somebody comes in and just like, hey, you can show your screen. You can screen share your so you can prove whether or not you've been flagging people. And at that point, he becomes a cornered animal, and he starts to cry. I've never. Whoa. The most incredible investment of 3 hours. You should watch this stream just to see,
where actual.
Oh my god. It was a lot of extreme awkwardness, extreme cringe. I don't know if he actually cried, but I mean, if you've ever seen somebody caught in a vicious lie, well, they're caught in a lie and they did something really, really bad, and they're caught after having lied for 2 hours. It is. I mean, it's great. It should be on TV. It's great TV.
All you can do is apologize.
Where can you find that? Where is that?
Just look for Mundane Matt, the whole stream, or something like that. Look that up on YouTube, and you'll find it. It's the Kill Stream. It's called the Kill Stream. So it's. I mean, listen to it while you're working. And basically, what happened? The backstory is that Mundane Matt, he's a famous YouTuber. He's got he used to have 170,000 subscribers, and basically,
he's like a crybaby who's kind of arrogant. He was like, when people were making fun of him, he would report their videos, and he's got superpower because he's verified on YouTube, which means every time he reports, it's as though 10 people are reporting. It's very effective. He can get your channel taken down. So he's reporting people who are parroting him and making fun of him, and then lying about it and saying, "I'd never do that. I'm all for free speech." They caught him doing it.
Friends, right?
They were his friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, are they his friends? You know, that's a different question. But in any case, you know, he lied about it and got caught, and it was very, very sad.
Well, are you under the weather? Are you under the weather? You sound a little
sick.
Congested.
Yeah, I'm very sick.
Look at Edwin, the empath. He felt it.
I have to do Comicsgate live, man. I didn't do a live stream yesterday. I really feel like it's a responsibility. I got a live stream for the subscribers. I mean, look, we got 1,155 people in here, and it's been consistent, steady since we've been going.
Oh yeah.
And these books are getting funded, so it's, you know, it's good. And I'm getting super chats, so that's nice. Mike says, E-Man, are unicorns real in Lone Star?
Definitely.
There better be unicorns in Lone Star.
No, there has to be, because it's supernatural things. He's got vampires. Why wouldn't you have unicorns?
Not supernatural. They're freaking rhinoceroses.
You could have biblical. You could have biblical unicorns.
I am officially adding unicorns to brand now. Yeah, unicorns will be in brand.
And cash grab will be very unicorn centric from this point forward.
I think the Comicsgate logo should be unicorn.
A woolly rhino.
A unicorn with a sword for a horn.
Yes.
So good. Sword.
Doug, isn't one of your characters in the Earthman Jim thing?
Yes, Cecil. It's Bigfoot Bill.
Bigfoot Bill.
Yes, and there is a unicorn named Judgy. He's a judgmental unicorn. Judgy the unicorn.
I don't buy the unicorn as a rhino theory. I don't buy it.
I don't either, Mike.
It's the literal dictionary definition from the first Webster's dictionary.
No, you mean you literally saw YouTube on it?
Yeah. I mean, I like that stuff too. I like those wacko theories. I watch flat earther stuff. You know, I enjoy it.
Well, I don't understand. I don't want to get into it.
Do you know that Ancient Aliens beat CNN this week? Ancient Aliens. That was very sad. Yeah.
That's good.
They're turning the unicorns gay.
The unicorns were already gay. That's why they went extinct, my friend.
Unicorns are in Rainbow Brute, by the way. They're pestilence. They're like rats in Rainbow Brute. They are real, and you will enjoy them. Let's see here. Oh, Nick Zona Trash. Ethan, would you rather have a gallon of Miracle Whip and wasabi go through your pee-pee or have 1 million subscribers? What kind of question is that?
Did they pay for that?
1 million.
Was that a super?
Yeah, $5.
All right.
I'd much rather have 1 million subscribers.
That's a stupid question.
Yeah. Chaos Risen, thanks for $4.99. Hey, Doug, I watched your new channel intro video. Why were you dressed as Slender Man? I felt that it was a little Slendermanophobic. When I address those allegations.
Yeah, I have a new intro video that a Comicsgater, Mike Noyes, did a free song for me, and I cut a bunch of stuff together. But it's of me running around in the woods in a 3-piece suit, and I totally look like a gray when I stand up straight and walk through the woods. So I look like a total Slender Man. That's me.
Really?
I'm outed. I'm a Slender Man.
Is the Slender Man an alien, or is that like something else? What's a Slender Man?
Yeah. They're basically they're like the Greys. They're these mysterious men in black. They're all black helicopter stuff, secret, real spooky crypto stuff, cryptozoology.
Do you know what the opposite of Slender Man is?
Cecil.
Okay, either one.
Hey, as long as we're talking about updating our sites on LoneStarComic.com, I put up the first 6 colored pages if anybody wants to go check them out.
Nice.
And a new video.
I'm a big fan of that art, Mike. I really like how Lone Star's coming along. I love the amount of detail you put in the gang members. They all have like full blown accurate tattoos on their arms and stuff. It was great.
Thanks. I'm glad I don't have to draw them a lot though.
Congratulations to Mitch Brightweiser. Red Rooster Golden Age just sold to I don't know. He's at $148,305. So it's a nice jump up for
When
Mitch
does your
and
campaign
Red Rooster.
end, Mitch?
We're in like 5 days. 5 days, and at 150,000, we're gonna do some gold foil on the covers somehow, like in the logo or in some like piping along the sides. So we're gonna make it look really nice.
Still
his red underwear could be gold leaf.
Maybe in like little patterns with unicorns on them or something.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Edwin, the look of shame. He goes,
In the meantime, brand by Antonio Bryce is up to $8,745 right now, my friend. 58%.
Oh yeah.
Of your fixed goal. We'll get there. We'll get you there. Don't worry. You got 23 days. I think we can do it. We just have to introduce it to enough people. It is going to happen. Doug Tenable. Let me see if Bigfoot Bill moved at all. I don't know if it did.
oh, it's moving. I'm checking it. I'm hitting refresh every 15 seconds.
Yeah, but it didn't move. $29,295. Now,
We're
what is
almost at 30.
Did you say something to offend people? I mean,
everything I say offends people.
I don't know. The chat is pissed at you right now.
Was it the J.J. Abrams? Was it the J.J.?
Yeah, it was.
The unicorn, man. They believe in the unicorns, and Doug's a denier.
It's not the J.J. Abrams thing. It's the unicorn thing.
Yeah, because rhinoceroses have 2 horns on their face. That's why your whole story falls down under scrutiny.
Cecil, are you taking Mike's side?
No, literally.
No, he's not.
The scientific name for rhinoceros is bicornus or unicornus. It's literally the name.
How could it be uni and bi? It doesn't make sense.
There are 2 different kinds of
Cecil will tell you all about the difference between uni and
Is it
bi.
like Schrodinger's unicorn?
Wait,
It's impossible to know if it has 1 or 2
unicorn
horns.
means 1. Bi means 2.
That's the unicornus.
It's
rhinoceros.
on a spectrum.
No, rhinoceros has 2 fucking horns on its face. I've looked at them.
That's African rhinoceros. The Asian rhinoceros has 1 horn.
And he's an expert because, you know.
The Bible's not in Asia, though.
Yeah.
Those
I
are all
don't know.
godless commies.
Yeah,
How is Brand's elevator? How's your Antonio? How's your elevator pitch now for Brand?
The elevator gets stalled on about the 3rd floor, but it is constantly rising and it has a meaningful purpose.
Right, all right.
He pitched it earlier. It's a great book.
he did great, and he's had a hell of a night here.
I'm in.
Nice.
I'm in.
Yeah, definitely.
Gentlemen, I have to leave you all, believe it or not. I'm not used to tapping out. Usually I have to be thrown out of anywhere I'm at.
Well,
but I'm
Cecil, it's
leaving a little-
okay because we're gonna end in just 2 minutes. So hang out
Okay.
and okay.
Well, hey,
Chris,
let Edwin pitch Lone Star before we close, because I didn't get in on the pitch stream.
You want to pitch Lone Star? Okay, hang on. Let me just read these 3 super chats. $1.99 for Chris Abrams. Canadians, An Unarmed American Story by Ruin Johns. Yeah, well, yeah. The Canadians have to go up their guns. Shannon McDaniel, thanks for $2. As a pianist, was Liberace a hero to you? Yes. And his brother George was too.
He's fantastic.
Nick,
Candelabra.
I love
Get a
Liberace.
candelabra.
I love Liberace. I don't give a shit.
So do I. I love him. Anything 70s. He's like the Rip Torn on the piano.
Yeah, I liked him when he was on the Jack Parr show with Muhammad Ali, who was just Cassius Clay, and they both did a jam together. It was pretty cool. You look that up on YouTube.
You know, he played all those concerts, not a single piece of sheet music in front of him. He had all of those songs. Yeah, amazing.
Did you see that? Did you see that HBO movie Behind the Candelabra?
I did with Michael Douglas and Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Was there a penis behind the
I
candelabra?
thought it was well done.
No, you know what? I think behind was actually a verb in that sense.
Oh.
I was just like, that's
Yes.
not right. And you know that's what they meant. Nick Zona Trash, thank you for $2. Cecil, take that back or I'll report your channel. Okay, so
I take it all back. I don't even know what the fuck I said.
yeah, absolutely. I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight. I want to thank everyone for all of the kind backing of these Comicsgate books. I want to thank Antonio Bryce. I want to thank Nasser.
All right.
I want to thank John Malin.
Thank you.
I want to thank Mitch
And
Burrows.
Monday, John Malin's campaign begins for Graveyard Shift. Monday.
6 p.m. Eastern.
We're going to kick that thing's ass. It's going to be great. I want to thank Donald DeLay. I want to thank the great Doug TeNapel.
Thank you, my brother.
I thank John Malin. I want to thank Nasser.
What's going on? What am I being thanked for?
Just being Mike S. Miller. I want to thank you. I want to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes now. Hold on, let me reset this. You're going to get the last 2 minutes to sell Lone Star, and we'll see how it does, okay? 5, 4, 3. By the way, let me just say this. You can't stop talking until I say stop. That's the rule, so we're not getting this done. I'll say stop, and then you can stop talking. 5,
Does
4,
crying count as talking?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so if you run out of time, just start crying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Lone Star is about a man not out of time, but born in the early 20th century, raised a warrior in the Navy. He became a Navy test pilot and was sanctioned with defeating the German Übermensch, known as the Iron Cross in Germany, who was taking over Europe for Hitler and the Nazis. He and his crew went over there, completed their suicide mission, and he ended up nearly losing his life. He was given the chance to be reborn into a war against the dark things of the night, the creepy crawlies, the vampires, the werewolves, the unicorns. He became part of a unit called the Unknown Soldiers, and throughout the centuries, or throughout the past century, new recruits are taken at the brink of death and recruited into this war against darkness and evil. But not content to sit around waiting for actionable intel, Lone Star, due to tragedies in his own youth, feels a compelling need to go out and right the wrongs and fight the evil that is in normal humankind. In other words, he goes out and he plays vigilante, and he has a sense. He knows how to sense, or his power is he senses fear in people, and he targets that fear and goes and defends the people in need. We start this series roughly in the late 2010s or early 2010s. So he's been around for about 80 years fighting this war, losing comrades into this war. And he is now on the hunt against a vampire coven in the Los Angeles area. Is that 2 minutes? That's not 2 minutes.
Right there. That was 2 minutes. Good job. It's a long time, isn't it? 2 minutes is a long time when you're actually talking. But you did a great job.
Short version is Captain America.
Everyone.
Van Helsing.
Yeah. Everyone back Lone Star. I'm going to say good night to you all now. I love you all. I'm going to go eat turkey.
You never thanked me. You thanked everybody in the whole chat except for me.
No, I didn't thank Edwin either. And I didn't thank Doug TeNapel. I just forgot.
You did thank me.
I want to thank
Nasser twice.
Thank Nasser twice. And you
I'm sick.
Get some rest, get some turkey.
Everyone's keeping track on Ethan, man. He makes one little foul move, and they're like eyes on chocolate.
I'd rather not even have it. It's a forced thank you.
Thank you, Cecil. I really appreciate you.
Ripping with sarcasm.
You know I love you, Cecil, and thank you for being here. You make the chats more fun, obviously. And Edwin, thank you for being here too. Thank you to everyone who came, who showed up. Thank you for supporting these books. If you're listening to this in a replay, the links are still in the description below. Make sure that you back these comic books and let these guys fulfill their dreams and send you their books. I think you'll enjoy them. So with that, I am Ethan Van Sciver. This is Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Thank you for your continued support, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.